Steel Toe Morning Show.
Good evening and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. How did you like that? Did you like that new fancy pants introduction? The flames, the explosion, the crackling. Do you want to see it again?
I'll need to see it again.
Did you see it to begin with?
No.
Did you see the open? Oh, thank you very much to Nick who made that for us. Very, very cool. He's been making different versions of that for a while, and I've been kind of a picky bitch about it. I've been here we go. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. It's the evening show, for God's sake. I've been kind of picky about it. Like, could you move that? Could you take that? Could you move that and put it over here? And then take this and put it over here? And could you just make it just the fire? And then could you take these clips off? And finally, he came back with one that finally fit my needy prima donna ways. April, I'm going to show you again. Watch the screen. Pay attention because I got to turn up the volume. Hold on. Look at that. That is fantastic.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool? That's awesome. What a wonderful little thing that he did there. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Mickey Blitzko says, is this live? No, it's not. It is taped.
No, this is beyond the grave, actually, my grave.
I anticipate, that's very cheery. I anticipate all of the comments. I anticipate what you're all going to say. I record it beforehand, and then I freak the fuck out of you. Carlos says, the new evening intro video is fire. It's literally fire. It's literally fire.
That is true.
K. Fallen the Great says, Aaron, my Polish grandfather would be so upset with you what you skull fucked in my head today. I don't remember skull fucking anything into anyone's head, quite frankly. What did I...
You don't remember...
What? I don't remember. Like this? Is this what he's talking about? The German marching song?
All 300 times you played it.
Oh. I don't remember what comes next. Oh, that's the one. Okay, interesting. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I thought you meant this one. Hold on. I thought you meant this little ditty right here. This is my anthem now. Anytime I hear a political story, I just go with this one.
I like the video.
I have a confession to make. I played that one for the oldest today. I was like, hey, do you think this is funny?
What?
I was like, do you know what guillotines are? She's like, yeah, I know what a guillotine is. I go,
you
okay.
played that for the kids?
No, not all of them. Just the oldest
Well,
one.
that's the only one who would understand it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Just the chorus part. Not like when they gets to the die part. Just the Guillotine. Just to see if she understood the
You
humor.
did not. They're literally next to each other. Time for the guillotines. You at the top
No.
all have to die. They're right there.
You all at the top have to die is like 15 seconds later.
I promise you didn't cut it off.
I promised I cut it off. I just wanted to see if she found the humor in the guillotines part, and she thought it was okay. I just wanted to see how she got humor at this age,
Kids still take things pretty literally.
I want to see how they're progressing. And I don't know. She didn't love it, but I don't think she hated it. I don't think she rejected it outright.
She doesn't reject anything you show her.
Freaky Deaky says, love the new intro graphics. Well, thank Nick. Nick did a great job. Corndiff says, April looks upset.
I was upset to hear that. Yes.
Well, oh.
Don't play that for the kids.
No, he said that before that. You do look upset tonight. April's had a very long couple of days. She's getting everything ready for Gino and Keanu's arrival.
Well, that's not a problem, though.
That's what the big problem is. Then she broke some glass today in the kitchen, and that had her all flustered. So she's just she's going through it at the moment. She'll be okay. Mickey says, big Gino fan here. He was really excited about your birthday party on his show. Anniversary party, but that's fine. Holy shit, look at this. Look at the board even changed. We've got the Saturday, August 12th promo on our little whiteboard here. And then we've got the Chrissy Mayer, Lila Hart, Steel Toe, October 21st show on our whiteboard. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that at first.
Yep, did the whole studio.
Pretty crazy. Justin Kemple with $1.99 says, cool shirt on April.
Thank you. Needed something old and reliable tonight.
Scarface says, John Domingo says, Aaron, will you play phone golf with me? I will play phone golf with anyone who requests to play phone golf. How's that? Scarface says, I've been playing Erica on a loudspeaker all day. My black neighbors are very upset, especially after I started goose stepping. Yeah, you got to have a little subtlety when you're listening to Erica.
How do you play that all day, though? It's only 2 sentences.
It's
like a solid two lines.
It's
over and over.
It's
again.
a whole 3-minute song. It's
I don't need to hear it again.
It's like
I've definitely heard it.
The words are different. Heist von Huster Sound kleinen whatever. Wird umschwarmt. Erica, and then we go to the next verse. These are different lines. See. Blue
You're right.
They're different words.
I stand corrected.
Und das heißt. You know what that means? You know what und das heißt means in German?
Something about a heist.
It means do the heist.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, it is about a heist.
Hold on. What is, hold on. Heist in German is called. That's what heist means. It means is called. It has nothing to do with an actual heist. Coltrane says guillotines should be. Yeah, that song aged. A lot of comedy songs don't age well. I think to bring back the guillotine one, I think that one aged differently. Like it aged better. Mitch says April looks upset. Everything good. It should be good. I think she's just a little stressed out about everything going on this week. She's hopefully she's here for a fun time on today's show. Yeah, everyone in the chat, are you mad? Why are you mad? This and that. Good. You know,
not everything's for you guys.
Got to spruce up. I know, but then don't bring it to the show if it's not for them.
I'll take the night off if need be.
That's okay. I mean, if you need a minute, that's okay. Then everyone can say, "Oh, they're getting divorced, you guys." There it is. It's all over.
That's actually why I can't take a night off, because then it is all, oh, they're getting divorced.
It's all over now, you guys. Hobo Chili Recipe says, you better be nice. Scarface is a war hero just like me. Oh, wait, he was infantry. He was a real soldier. Wait a minute. Did you just denigrate your own service? Wow.
Never do that.
That's new. What were you, a fucking pussy in the Navy? Kip Smith says, I heard you guys are going to do a 24-hour stream soon. No.
Never in my life.
Never in my life am I doing a 24-hour stream.
I could give a shit less about a 24-hour stream.
Jeff Ween says, April seems upset. We love her and want her happy. Be nice to her, Aaron. I know. That's what I got to deal with if April's in a mood for the show, is now I did something wrong. I can assure you I've done nothing wrong.
How come you guys don't say that when
everything
he's in a mood?
is good?
Why don't you guys throw me under the bus?
Because I'm entertaining when I'm in a mood. I'm shouting. I'm yelling.
You're very aggressive.
I'm
when you're
animated. I'm aggressive. I don't. You don't see me down when I'm in a mood. You see me animated. I light up.
I'm sorry, I'm less than.
Beloved Chatter with $2 says you can cut the tension with you two with a knife. Oh, man.
What if it has nothing to do with Aaron? Get off it, you guys.
Telling them to get off it is just guaranteeing they're going to stay on it.
I'm just saying, it has nothing to do with Aaron. You guys have no idea. It's fine. Calm down.
We gotta teach April one more thing about broadcasting. Always tell them the opposite of what you want.
Well, then blame it all on Aaron. It's all about Aaron.
Kraken Slappin' says you can Google the translation to that song. There's something about a blind girl in there. There's something about a blind girl. There's something about insurance. There's something about... Like, it's a really, like, it's not like a Nazi song. I know it's technically the Nazis used it, but it's not like a Jews are the devil. I don't even think the word Jews appears in it. It's just a fucking song about a chick and apparently some insurance and then German soldiers. You know, the thing is, German soldiers did a lot of meth. And so the music they listened to probably didn't have to have too much to do with the actual war or the battle or anything.
No,
they were just on meth and they needed something to march to, and that
works. The song
works.
was something happy for them.
Oh, D-Man says you're mad because you still haven't came. Oh, remember that old joke? Like you don't
See,
come.
now you guys are more exhausting than the fucking problem I dealt with today. That's who you are.
No Pen 15 Fathead said April looks like she has to poop.
Probably.
That could be it. You might need to take a
You know what?
giant
No
shit.
matter what all of you say in the chat tonight, you're all right.
Yeah, D-Man says you still haven't came. That's too bad. She's been faking it really well then, guys.
I certainly have.
God damn.
I'm a pro.
T. Jefferson says, that is fair, April. We dig ya and can mind our own beeswax. Well, we'll see. Smile, April. The show needs you. That's what women like to hear, right? When they're in a bad mood, when they're feeling like shit and they're in a shitty mood.
I don't think anything needs me right now.
They like to be told that to smile, right? Like, come on, sweetheart, show us a smile.
Absolutely.
I understand catcalling in that regard. It's just a man's way of saying, look, we just want to see you happy.
No, you don't. That's just a thing guys say to girls so they get laid.
No,
that honestly, in my experience, that is all I've ever known that to be.
No, those construction workers, they just want to see a woman smile, and they don't have the words to explain it. So they go, hey, sugar tits, why don't you flash a smile for me? That's all it is.
No, you want to get your dick wet.
No, those guys are...
All of you.
They're all
That's all
fucking
you want.
each other.
No guy has ever said, oh, you look better when you're smiling, and like not wanted their dick to get wet.
Jason Smith says she's so tired of this cringe nonsense.
Yeah, that's why I show up here every night. You're right.
April's sick of being a pathetic beggar, says David Chandelier.
Absolutely.
Could be it. Could be. Speaking of being a beggar, we were way over this morning. Sorry about that, David Chandelier. I know that's not what you want to hear. We were way over this morning, so we're taking half of what we were over this morning, putting it towards tonight, and taking the other half of putting it towards tomorrow morning. It is 200 today. We're going to start at 290 tomorrow, but whatever we go back over tonight will go towards tomorrow. It is our anniversary week, so therefore, fire away. Throw in 200 away from tonight's goal. There's the links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, YouTube, Rumble. Appreciate all of it. Oh, the whole chat is just about you. They all want to know about you today.
My ears must be burning somewhere.
Yeah. Goy Talk Live says, I think April should step out and regroup because she's bringing a very negative vibe to the show, and we're all here to have fun. You can cheer up, can't you? It's a fun show. I told you tonight. I said, hey, if you're overwhelmed and you need to take a night, take a night. Come on, have a good time. Have some fun.
You know why that never works out for me. And it's because you'll sit down here and say that the whole chat is now going to say, ooh, they're getting a divorce because April's not here. And they're all going to bitch and whine, and then I'm going to hear about it later.
Well, then you got to sit down and do a fun show. I can tell you this. In my career, there have been countless times where I have not felt like doing a show. And I just go.
Same here, yeah.
And, well, no, I just go to the audience, and I have fun with them. I have a good time with my audience, and it all ends up. I remember that my number one job, keep them entertained once those mics are on. Nolan says, why would you even let her on here acting all bitchy? Nut up, Aaron. She's abusing the audience. Would you like to address Nolan? Nolan
wants to fuck me.
You're straight up abusing the audience.
Nolan
according
wants to fuck.
him. Did you hear those accusations?
I think I have probably abused all of the audience members.
Oh. Smile even though your heart is aching, says David Skywalker.
God bless. Isn't that the mantra of life?
Your heart is aching? Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm
Jesus
having fun
Christ.
with the audience. Shut up.
You are-
Let me have fun with the audience. You told me to have fun with them.
Well, now you can't tell your boss, shut up.
I can.
You get fired if you do
You
that.
told me to do it, so I have fun with them, and then it's not the right fun.
You sounded kind of serious. You sounded like you were attacking David Skywalker. I'm just kidding. He's a fucking prick. Amanda Hugginkiss says a lot of stuff is crashing together this week and she's just a bit stressed. That's all it is. She's just a little stressed with the week. It'll be fine. MSO says we're going to smash that goal tonight for April. How about that? That's nice.
God, I hope so.
There you go. What's it cost to run your show for a week or a month? Well, John, since you asked, take what our goals are every day, add them together. That's what it costs to run it.
That seems pretty transparent.
We're about the most transparent show there is, buddy. I think you got it. Matthew says, I'm enjoying fuck it, whatever. I don't give a shit, April. But sad she's upset. And then a bunch of other people saying they love you.
I'm sure they do. I love them too.
Coltrane says, I've got like $27 in Google points to put in tomorrow morning. I'm not helping the night show. Oh, yeah, that's another thing Lemmy taught us this morning, is that you can take the Google points that you have, turn them into Google Play dollars, and then contribute them to the show. And we just all of a sudden got a flood of shit this morning. Thank you guys very much. Tim says, don't let these idiots make you mad, April. We all have a bad day. Hang in there. We all love you. April is beautiful, and I'm happy she's here, says Grinch Girl. Samuel with $5 says, Heil, April. Looking quite nice in that blue. Ace with $5 says, I'm a new fan, and to be honest, April is making me regret watching this show. Well, hang in there. I got a good one for you tonight. Don't you worry.
No one watches the show for me anyways. It's about him.
God, you need to stop. You really need to stop. That's a very pouty response to
You've
Ace of
told the
Spades.
audience that before. Watch the show for you.
I've never said that.
Yes, you have. Remember when we had all the second mics on? We had Corey, Oz, me, and Johnny, and everyone's got their favorites. Everyone wants to be cunts about everybody else. I hate this guy. Put this guy on. You're like, watch the show for me.
Yeah, well, it is. Them. It is my show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I just said.
Hobo Chili with $4.99 says that shirt looks pitiful. Get better fashion sense. And also, thank you for finally meeting up with that comb, Lazy Bones.
You're welcome.
I like that one. All right, we're 15 into it tonight. Thank you very much for that. 185 away from tonight's go. Oh no, 180. That was 4 of them. So we're $20 into tonight. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. 199 from Jay Santos, big fan of the show for a long time, says this is a fun show. Thanks, buddy.
He is a big fan.
Appreciate that. Citizen M says April is legit cool. Even the few who dislike Aaron love April. There you go. I've always said she's the Robin Quivers that humanizes me.
Yeah,
The
but Robin
savage
Quivers
monster.
today just giggles and everything.
She has cancer.
She doesn't have it anymore. I'm pretty sure she cured it.
Isn't cancer like, I don't know, you just, sometimes you have cancer and
I had a cancerous tumor
but
once.
you're still
I cut it out. I've giggled since then. But I have words to say.
You still technically have cancer. Well, she's also black.
No, you don't. Once it's gone, you don't just have cancer.
She's black and she had cancer, so she gets to be extra upset and affected by it because of what her ancestors went through. Her ancestors didn't even know they had cancer.
Cancer cells, too, went through slavery.
They did. Those cancer cells were slave cancer cells. Luke of the Bind says, my wife's period lines up with the full moon, too, Aaron. I feel you. Are you?
Nobody here is on their period, sir.
Don't assume for me.
I figured you weren't.
That I'm not. I could be on my period. Maybe I just deal with it really well.
That is the fun part of being a female on a show, though. Like, I've been remarkably cheery every single morning and every night for everybody, forever and ever, amen. And then the one day that everything falls the fuck apart for me, it's always, she's got her period.
This is like...
they're getting a divorce.
This is a speech I've heard...
Oh, she wore a non-boob shirt. She must be perioding.
I've heard this speech from like every mom in the world. Like every mom is like, I do everything, goddammit. And then one time I did a thing. And then everybody... It's a very motherly speech.
I literally had glass explode in my house today. Shut up.
That's what I said. I said you had the glass explosion. It's been a rough one.
No, I'm just saying about it's the low-hanging fruit. She's got her period, guys. She's bleeding.
They're concerned that you might be menstruating.
Sure. Maybe they want to insert for me, too.
With the glass? That would be painful. You don't want that.
anything.
Yeah, people think, oh, she's bleeding from her vagina because she has her period. No, she clearly, the broken glass got in her vagina. It cut her up. And now she has a lacerated
I literally
labia.
have glass in there right now.
Yeah, I told you to take it out, but.
Well, it's like that SVU episode. She fell on stuff and there was glass in her anus.
But they found out that wasn't true. Somebody shoved that bottle up her anus to get her drunk.
Actually, that's not what the guy said.
Yes, no, it was.
No, he said he pushed her. She fell in a vase on a table.
No, they shoved the champagne bottle up her ass to get her drunk quicker. They got her drunk through the anus.
That was a theory.
No, the theory was she fell on the bottle and busted her asshole open. What they found out was they were getting her drunk through the butthole. I'm telling you, I think that's what they landed on.
Do you want to try it later?
For the third time? You never heard of butt chugging? No, I never did butt chugging.
No. You soak a tampon in alcohol and put it up there.
No, that's a very white girl thing to do.
I've never done it.
I know, but like if someone was to do it, that's a very white girl thing to do.
I think you can actually kill yourself that way.
Yeah, but you get shit-faced without
I think you get shit-faced like this because it bypasses your whole digestive system. But it happens like too quickly, so you can get like too drunk.
I think what it is
you can die.
Anything you shove in your ass gets into your system quicker.
Yes.
Than orally.
It does. There's a lot of
shove anything,
receptive cells down there.
Shove anything in your butthole, and it'll have an impact quicker than any other way.
How about a cactus?
I'm okay. I don't.
How about a shattered glass fridge shelf?
I don't need any of those things in my. Quite frankly, I don't need anything.
I have holes in my fingers. I have glass in my feet.
I don't mean to be a never say never kind of a guy, but I don't really think I need anything.
Did you see that broom handle? It is still bloody. I didn't clean it. I forgot.
From shoving it up your asshole?
It is bloodied.
Yeah. Well.
No, do you want me to go get it? It's got the blood on it.
Go ahead. Would
you like to see a bloody broom handle?
Yes, I would like to see a bloody broom handle with ass blood on it.
For a shoot?
Yeah. What do you think I am? Fucking lying? Taylor with $5 says, go make a drink and take a load off and have a good show tonight. I was going to tell her on the way back from dropping off the kids to pick up like some soda and then mix a couple of drinks because, I don't know, it's just a stressful week thus far. Toucan Sam. Oh, you know what? I don't know who this is. And I don't have I don't have the board hooked up. Hold on. No, I'm not going to let someone pretend to be Citizen M. No, poor Citizen M. There's the bloody broom handle. Look she only got it that far up her anus. Thank you, Toucan Sam. Appreciate the $1.99. Shane M with $2 says, what are your thoughts on 24-hour live streams? I don't like them. You obviously can't have good content for 24 hours. So that's kind of a shitty idea. But I think they're really just people. It's like a shock jock sort of a thing, but like real low energy shock jock. David Chandelier with $2.79 says, interested in doing MLC on Mondays. Oh, no, I can't even watch that show anymore, let alone co-host it.
What is that? Must like cock?
How did you know?
I don't know. I just guessed since it'd be something that guy's into.
Ass with $5. See, now she's shitting on you guys.
Look at my broom handle.
Look at that bloody asshole sodomized broom handle.
Here, you won't touch it?
Kmart Ready says that, or you can't do good content for 24 hours. Yeah, that's got to be it. Oh, no, you got it up to here. Okay, that's pretty decent.
I got it about, what would that be? Here. They say that's about an inch. She's going to try and measure. It's about 4.5 inches.
4.5 inches? That's like two of me. Kmart Ready says that, or you can't do good content for 24 hours. That's the one.
No, nobody.
Would be it.
If you're doing 24-hour streams, that is 100% a shock jockery thing, right?
You're not going to...
I did 24 hours.
You're not going to make it. The mayor of Litchfield has glass in his urethra with $214.88 on PayPal. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why that person did that, but thank you very much. That's very generous of you, and we're now done with tonight's goal, and we're $30 into tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. The mayor of Litchfield has glass in his urethra?
Yes, that is the name
That's very wordy, but
the account. Thank you very much. And now we are Wait, 35 into what we were already into, so we're like 100 into tomorrow. Oh, shit, you're making me do math. 35. Yeah, we're 255 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Well, fuck it, guys. Knock out tomorrow, too, then. Since the mayor of Litchfield has glass in his urethra. Ace with $5 says, April makes me want to get a noose and carve Brooks was here.
There you go. That's the spirit.
You're encouraging him
What?
to do something terrible.
I have no idea what that is.
Aaron's biggest member says, Aaron can't even do 3 hours of good content, so stop trying to get him to do more. Yeah.
And that's coming from your dick.
That's coming from my biggest dick. I can't even get the 3 going, and you guys want me to do 24. Kmart Ready says, 24 hours is an endurance. I'm sure there's more stories on Yahoo News if you keep scrolling. Kmart Ready, how dare you? I go to about 10 different sites.
I've show prepped this show before when you're too inebriated.
How is it? It's a fucking slog,
It wasn't.
right?
I actually kind of enjoyed it, but it's a slog.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked the slog. And then I liked it even more because I was like doing you a favor while you were drunk. And I'm like, you're at my mercy now.
After a Vikings game. Oh, there's a super crazy person right there. Holy shit. Also, Nolan, not true. Still kicking ass. Still kicking that person's ass. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's not hard to do. Let's see. We are at about 300 people right now, Rumble and YouTube. And then what, 700 or 800 people, Rumble and YouTube in the morning? Yeah, he can't touch us. I know he wants to. But it would be like the son getting better than the father. Like, I'm the one who rescued him. And you can't get bigger than the guy who rescued you. I'll always be his daddy.
What are you talking about?
Talking to one of the commentators there. Gray Duckling with $5 says, calm down, April, over on Rumble. Hobo Chili Recipe says, okay, why the fuck are you walking on glass? Haven't you heard of putting shoes on first before cleaning it up, you ignoramus?
I literally was in the middle of something that exploded. I couldn't get to my shoes.
Plus, Aaron's fat ass should have cleaned it up. Girl power, sister. I did. I cleaned up. I was barefoot, so I had to go around the edges and pick up the tiny little pieces. Just the little tiny ones so that nobody sliced their foot open. Unfortunately, April was in ground zero. So there was that. All right, now who's this one? Let's see if I need to connect for this one. Oh. Nope, you got to tell us who you are if we're going to put you on. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. All right, here we go. Off we go. 300 or so people. Oh, boy, there's a lot of really jealous people in the chat tonight. Oh, my God. You guys are really upset.
What are we upset about?
Oh, I don't know. They kind of follow the show, and there's a certain way they wanted the show to go, and it didn't work out. And so now their whole thing is just getting mad all the time and going, you know, you're coping. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean.
Guys, what are you mad about?
Yeah.
I mean, I was mad for like real world problems tonight. Like I had some serious things break and go bad for me.
Guys, what's wrong?
And it happened right before the show. I didn't even have time to decompress. I don't know what you're mad about.
We've already knocked out the goal today, and everyone knows I like stopping the show to smack you guys around a little bit. And, you know, I know you come in here with your delusions and I set you straight. So you only hang out for a couple of minutes because the truth hurts. But no, go ahead. What do you got? Oh, is that it? Yeah, Jay Hasty says, hold us, daddy. I think that's really what it is. I think it's more the hold us, daddy thing. Shuli the MN, I think that's pretty accurate. Justin says, hey, asshat, read my super chats. I did. You missed it, buddy. Fauci's Pangolin says, I picture Aaron swimming like a frog with his arms at his side, just flipping his hobbit feet.
Hobbit feet's kind of accurate, right?
Amy Staley says, oh, my God, I can't eat another bite. Steel toe coffee, caramel on ice cream is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Well, thank you. Now, the
good.
caramel one, that's the steel toe coffee.
I'm still waiting on my bag to get here.
April's got steel toe select and April's magic bean on the way.
Yes, I'm ready for them both to come.
CrescentMountCoffee.myshopify.com to get yours. $9.99 from Sid Saraf says to put a smile on April's face.
Thank you, Sid.
Come on, you guys. So I called you out and now you went away? Oh, man.
You didn't even want to tell me what you're mad about?
Yeah.
I didn't see any of your comments, so yeah. I was really interested.
I was ready to have fun with you guys, and you skipped town when I was just about to start having some fun. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary week. Shit's stressful now, but I'm sure it will go off without a hitch and you'll have a great time. That's from Adam with $100. Wow, holy
Damn.
shit. Thank you very much,
Thank
buddy.
you.
I'll let you know that means we're $150 away for tomorrow morning.
Guys, that's really great.
Thank you guys for the incredible generosity. I appreciate it. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much. That's very nice of you. I'm sorry if you're watching this show to hate it tonight. It's kind of a bad night for you because it is going kind of well. All right, let's go into our stories here. We've got a lot of stuff to do. This was such a weird, what do you call this? Not schadenfreude. There's a word for this, but I'm not smart enough to think of it. Watching
Any context.
Watching a Twitch thought have a coherent thought that's like pro dude and then calling. You don't usually see, let's put her up on the screen. You don't usually see women like this rejecting simps. You know?
Well, that is strange because it seems like it's going against what she's doing.
Yeah, you don't typically see a woman on a Twitch stream, like, usually you see them baiting simps and like kind of, oh, yeah, it's okay. Oh, oh, I love you. You're fantastic.
Oh,
and
let me write your name on my body.
Well, this woman has apparently fucking had it with the sad, mopey guys that hang out in her chat.
Oh, you mean all the fat, lonely ones on the internet?
They don't, well, is there any other kind on the internet?
No.
I ask you. So now she's out there, and it's just funny to watch a chick with her tits spilling out of a bra.
She's pretty. I like that color on her.
She's fine, but wait till you see how she addresses some of the guys in her chat. And it's just, I'm sorry, but dressed like this, it's just funny to me.
Okay, can I just say one thing? If you're a man and you use the frowny crying face, you're gay.
Whoa.
Like, it's a dumb girl's voice.
Yeah, that was a weird voice.
It's a dumb girl's look. It's an e-thought Twitch chick just sitting there with her tits out, but she just goes kind of based at the beginning. You don't expect to hear it or see it from this.
I'm trying hard to separate the two. Like, if I were to be doing streams like her, I'm clearly doing it for the money, not because I care about the guys. I probably still have opinions.
This is an unfortunate freeze frame.
For who?
For everyone.
Like, I hear her on like guys that talk all stuff like that. Like, yeah, you're kind of gay.
It
like,
is gay.
I get it. She's doing this for money, but she probably still has opinions on dudes.
Yeah, I mean, if you seriously put the sad crying face emoji out there as a guy, you really should be executed.
That's the equivalent to me of like being a white knight or like concern trolling, like, oh, are you okay at home?
Right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Like,
or if
I
she's
can
like,
see right
if
through
you're scared, like a woman like this, they'd go like the Amaranth thing.
Yeah.
Remember when they faked that whole thing with her husband?
obviously.
That was a total put on, and she made a shitload of money from it. But when Amaranth had that whole thing go down, and guys were like, I'll keep you safe, and if you need anything, you just tell me, and I'll be like, dude. First of all, she's a mental patient. Not her. I'm talking about Amaranth. She's a mental patient. 2, this is all fake. And 3, if you came within 50 yards of her front door, she'd call the police. So please, don't fall for this. But as much as I think what she's saying is correct, if a guy uses the sad face emoji, you're gay. At the same time, if you're watching a woman like this and you're like, oh, I'm such a big fan of her and I care, that's gay too.
Yeah, it's all gay. She's not doing this because she cares about anybody. She cares about the money.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say one thing? If you're a man and you use the frowny crying face, you're gay. Like, I've always felt like that. Like, men aren't supposed to really feel like sad. Like, back in the war days, you used to have to kill people.
Okay, well, no, wait a minute.
Wow, fucking based.
In fairness, and I love this. I think it's a great little rant she's doing here. But in fairness, a lot of those men who went to those wars and killed those people, many of them just simply drank themselves to death.
Come back and they're not okay.
They came back and they just swam in a bottle for the rest of their life.
I would go on record and say I disagree with her. By the way, I do think men should be allowed to have bad days or be sad. It's just don't text some e-thought with frowny emojis or about how sad you are. You can talk to a real person in your life.
Yeah, I think I would rather see men go the way she, like if they had to go one direction or the other, I'd rather they go the way she's talking about than what they're doing now.
Okay.
I'd rather have them be more.
I'm somewhere in the middle, like do that thing, but in a different place. when it's like when you need to feel that way.
But we can agree the sad face emoji is gay.
Really gay.
Really gay.
Why the fuck are you sad? Like, I'm the emotional one. Why the fuck are you crying?
I kind of love her.
I like her, but it's so weird to watch. Like, this rant belongs in like a pantsuit or a blazer, and it's just tits.
She is like something out in the street that's on fire. Like you don't see it ever.
Right.
Like it's really hard to understand almost like where she came from. She's an alien, but I don't know. I like her.
Well, and no offense, but this is also where the thing like time and place comes from. Like the way a woman dresses affects how seriously people take her.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is a fat elderly woman and she's making this speech, you're not laughing as hard because she's just a woman speaking matter-of-factly. But because she's got her tits out and she looks like she's ready to fuck, her going on that rant, you're like, instead of going, wow, that's a good point about Western men, you're going, look at the chick with her tits out talking about men. This is great.
Yeah, like maybe she's not the messenger.
Right. No, you know what? She could be the messenger.
I need to know what her name is.
I just don't know if that's the uniform for the message.
Who was that?
I don't know what her name was.
Oh.
I don't know what her name was.
Do you know what platform that was on?
It was a Twitch thing.
Of course it was.
Citizen M with $4.99 says, as much as I love Steel Toe, I will not be calling in tonight. Don't pick up. Okay, well, I didn't. Don't worry, buddy. I don't think it was you. So.
Well, it clearly wasn't him.
Yeah. I don't think it was you. I'm not getting anybody. Nobody knows who she is. Shuli
I
the
like her
M.
message.
Shuli the M says ski mask sister. No, of course not. I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't say of course not. I don't know who his sister is. It could be anybody. Lizzo. We talked about Lizzo a lot last week. I was really happy about the Lizzo thing. I was really happy that news came out, that she's a piece of shit. But at the same time, I was a little disappointed again in the messenger.
Yeah.
Because her dancers are also lying, attention-seeking whores,
They're
too.
100% lying. They were just touting her praises, like, what, a month or two ago?
Yeah.
Even less. And people, like, in her circles now, like, ooh, Beyonce is accepting Lizzo again. And, like,
right.
The turnaround time on this shit's real quick.
Well, I think they watched the interviews of those women that were accusing Lizzo of this stuff, and they went, okay, look. Lizzo may be a pig and she may be a phony and she may be the evil bitch that everyone is saying she is now. I can totally see that. But these women went along for it. And here's the real telling part. They were fine until they didn't have a job anymore and then they sued.
I see that side of things first, and then on the back end, I'm like, well, you're not going to sue while you work there because you lost your job.
You
now.
would leave, though. You would leave and you would sue if
That's
it was
true.
that bad. They waited until she let them go, and then they sued. And to me, that never looks good.
It doesn't look good.
Wait.
I assume they were just probably trying to get the money as long as they could.
Yeah. Well, apparently, Lizzo has lost, if this is to be believed, the New York Post. Lizzo loses nearly 220,000 Instagram followers after dancers' claims of sexual harassment. Now, that sounds really bad, but let's be very honest. It's a nothing number for someone like Lizzo.
No offense. Why do you want to be following her Instagram?
Oh, if you've ever seen her Instagram.
I've seen it.
April's
creeped.
April's shown me things from her Instagram, and I mean, to say I want to puke is an understatement.
Like,
Ugh.
honestly, like boner killer, like extraordinaire. I don't get it. Like, I looked once because I found out her name was like Lizzo B. Eaton. Like somebody
That's her name,
tagged her
Lizzo
somewhere.
B. Eaton.
So I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. Lizzo B. Eaton.
Yeah.
So I just went to go look at it, and it's cottage cheese.
Yeah. Dimply,
But it's like spoiled.
a moon crater ass.
Thank you for going a different direction than I thought you were.
Guys, we never landed on Lizzo's ass. Owen is now he's a Lizzo landing denier. Owen Benjamin. Guys, I'm actually kind of 50-50 on the moon, but you couldn't actually land a spacecraft on Lizzo's giant ass cheeks.
But she has her own orbit.
She does. She has her own gravitational pull. And what happened was these two dancers were like Pluto, and they kind of fell out of orbit for a little bit, so they weren't dancers anymore. And so now they're suing. That's kind of where it comes
how's
from.
that going? Like, is there an update on that?
No, it's a lawsuit. It'll take forever.
I just feel like there's going to be so many things out there that don't look good from the messengers. You know what I mean?
What do you mean like
the messengers, like there'll be more videos that surface of them hanging out with her and being like, oh,
eating
Lizzo's the
bananas out of
greatest.
pussies?
Probably doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 200. I'll tell you this: 220,000 followers lost for her is nothing. Plus, losing followers is not that big a deal anyway. It's called, the old Captain Lou Albano saying, "The only thing real is the money and the miles." And like, if her Twitter followers go way down or her Instagram followers go way down, but she's still making millions and millions of dollars a year, I've got bad news. And I don't like Lizzo either, but I'm also a realist. She's gonna be fine.
I actually recently lost 220,000 Instagram followers, and I figured they were all trolls, so whatever was left was like my meat and potatoes kind of people, like, the real ones.
Yeah, like what if you just lost pieces
I'm left
of shit?
with just 900 something real people.
Tim B with $5 says, "Fuck those R words. You guys are awesome." April, a little more than Aaron.
Thank you, Tim B.
How dare you, sir? 145 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Really
Knock that
sorry.
shit out so him and Johnny have just this morning where they can give you the most dynamite show you've ever asked for.
You know what's really odd about this is that at the beginning, all these people came over and were like, "I don't like you." And then all of a sudden, all these goals start getting knocked out, and then they disappear, and you're like, "What? I thought we were going to have some fun tonight." Isn't that how it always goes? $5 from Matthew says, "I got to save some cash for the party, but here, have a great week. Hope to donate some membership soon and pay it forward for the one I got." Thanks. Well, thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
And now all of a sudden, you guys are 145 away or 140 away from tomorrow morning.
And that's shooting distance.
That is shooting distance. And we're what, a half hour?
I think we should rattle the fucking thingy-majig.
Do you want to rattle it anyway just for tomorrow?
You and Johnny do the best shows together anyways. I can't imagine getting all of my chores done tomorrow morning and just listening to the show. I think that would be just stunning.
Wouldn't that be something?
Maybe I'll break another shelf.
Crunchy Cynicism says, "It's anniversary week. This is only fair." Well, Friday, we're not doing a goal. We're just having our anniversary show on Rumble. We're letting people go bananas with the gifts. We're not putting a throttle on anybody. Gino and I are going to do it, probably drunk. How are you
going to be drunk?
I thought about this.
You can't.
I don't think I can be drunk for the show with Gino. I'll tell you why.
No, you need to corral that cat.
We're going golfing tomorrow. Or on Friday, I'm sorry. We're going golfing on Friday. And I don't want to be drunk for golf because I've been golfing really well lately compared to how I usually golf.
I got to drive you guys. So.
And when you drink, you get shittier at golf. Golf is not a game that you can play well while you're intoxicated. There's too much coordination involved in your body moving in the right ways and all that. You just start sucking shit when you're drinking. So what I'd like to do a fun show with Gino, do the anniversary gimmick, the whole deal. And then also, I'd like to go golfing and have a good round instead of, being shit-faced and whacking the ball all over the course. That's my goal. Hobo Chili says, "Don't ever get drunk with an Italian." I like to say eye ties, but that's all right. He'll try to steal the change out of your pocket. We are the sticky finger people. Thank you for you know what, Hobo? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's remarkably helpful. Oh, my God, we're going nuts over here. I got, a bunch of Rumble. Oh, thank you, guys. Bunch of people over on Rumble following the channel. Appreciate that. Hit like, hit thumbs up, hit share, hit follow. Appreciate it all very, very much. So Lizzo loses 222,000 followers. She's
going to die.
Look, right? That's kind of the basis of this whole thing is that who gives a shit how many followers she loses? She's going to settle that lawsuit out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. And then she's probably going to die before she's 50 anyway.
Oh, I never think about that.
Right. Like, she doesn't have to worry about any of this stuff. Like, the clock's ticking. If you ever look at Lizzo, like, if you look at our thumbnail, she looks like...
Why don't you pull up her Instagram?
Maybe
you could get her a few more followers.
But you know that Facebook meme? It's not a meme. It's like a diagram of, like, fasting in your 40s and then your 50s, and it shows the guy with the gut. And he's got just like barely any legs and barely any arms. That's what Lizzo looks like.
Ain't got no legs.
She looks like a giant torso. Honestly, she looks like the stick figures you would draw in school when you couldn't draw. The big circle round part and the little tiny twigs coming out.
It always troubled me, like, how your body does that, like where it puts the fat and stuff. Like, It never goes to your legs. It somehow always stays right here.
Right. She doesn't look right. Like the shape she's in doesn't seem like a naturally occurring shape in the wild. She looks like there was a lab leak. And out of that lab leak came Lizzo. And that, whatever shape that is, it's its own shape. That's the theory I'm working with.
I've seen people like that. Like there was a girl in my high school who was a little older than me who was like 4'2" or something, but like extremely top heavy, like where her poor little pants were always like falling down. Like you could see this much crack at all times because her pants didn't fit right.
You just jacked off all the
time. So they were falling down, but then like everything else was like protruding. I never understood how your body does that. Like why doesn't it distribute more evenly, I guess?
Mr. Q says, I think you're wrong, Aaron. Lizzo is going to end up being the next Whoopi Goldberg and take over on The View. I'm there for it. Jay Hasty says, oh, not true. For some of us, every day is kind of leg day.
I love leg day.
I think John Robb might be right. She's an apple. She is. Maybe. That's perfect, actually, John Robb. And you may be a little autistic, but at the same time, you might be right there. Broken clock, right twice a day. She's an apple.
All her underpants riding up her core. Oh. Honestly, pull up her Instagram.
It just hurts to
get her
hear
some
it.
followers back.
Lizzo.
You've got an Instagram, right? Everybody go follow Aaron on Instagram.
I don't post anything on I don't like Instagram.
I like Instagram better than Twitter and Facebook.
All right, Lizzo be eaten. Fuck April for even trying this. Here we go.
Those first couple are cute.
I have to log in, I guess. Give me one brief second. And we'll be in here. Look what you made me do now.
Ooh.
Now I got to get in. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at Lizzo. Oh, look. A present that you wrap under the tree. It's a full-size Suburban.
That's not even a bad one, though. Oh, that's getting worse.
See what I mean? Like, that's a weird shape. Oh, don't
What troubles me, though, is like she moves a lot during her concerts. How does she not get thin?
She's Kevin James in Chuck and Larry when he wears the Apple outfit for the costume party.
That's the Apple core comment I made. It's riding up my core.
Yeah, okay. She's Kevin James in Chuck and Larry.
How doesn't she get slim, though, from moving so much?
You would think by now she would have lost some weight.
I got to give her this. She's active during her shows.
But think about it. How much do you have to eat?
You got to get to the meat and potatoes. You're doing the slow, weird grandpa thing on Instagram.
This is her just before her sumo match.
Obviously.
Yes. I take my sumo wrestling very seriously.
Can we get her in a remake?
Where am I supposed to go? You tell me come on.
Babe, no, get out of this big picture and scroll down and you can click on
I'm old man Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
see, now you're in the meat and potatoes.
She was a guest on Ski Mask Collective. I had no idea. Oh, no, I can't do this. I can't. Don't. Oh, it's got dimples. It's the bubonic plague.
What are you, against women's bodies?
Yes, if this is women's body. Guys, that doesn't actually exist. We never landed on it. Oh, come on. Stop doing that.
I think it's unfortunate. She's got a cute face. Like, if she could just...
Great.
Like, if she could just keep moving during her shows... And maybe just...
I got to turn this off. That
eat
shaking.
a little bit. Keep scrolling.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't
Maybe
do more
just
Lizzo.
eat a little less, like, off the show.
A little?
I think we could be in good shape. I like her face. I think her face is cute.
There's a lot of people with good faces.
Ironically, she's not a butter face. She's a butter body. I don't know.
No, she's nothing. Don't give her any more credit.
I'm trying to give her something. You got to give somebody something to, like, get them going. Encouragement.
Mayor Larry Vaughn, wait a minute. You would have to be Captain Quint for this when he says, that's a 25-footer and 3 tons of her. Lizzo's elephant ear meat flap says, good evening, everyone. May I rest my gams? Sure.
Right.
Go right ahead.
Do we need a donut pillow?
Dub calling her Cloverfield. You know what? I had no idea that was her last name.
That's mean.
No clue. 300 of you watching at the moment. That's great for an evening show. Go ahead, hit thumbs up, hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. If you're just joining us, I don't know what to do with myself. We've already knocked out tonight's goal, and you guys are 140 away from tomorrow morning. So thank you. And if you feel like contributing, go ahead. But goal answered. I guess what I could say is 140 for Tuesday morning, but
I still want you guys to knock that out for them. I want while I'm busy working tomorrow morning, I want the privilege of listening to a goal-free morning.
The privilege.
I want the privilege
of a goal-free morning. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on. So Lizzo's one thing. Lizzo's last week's news. All right. She went through her shit. She's, now it's in the hands of the lawyers. It's going to take a year, 2 years. Lawsuits take forever.
No, it's just a mudslide.
Let's get into the latest controversy. And before we could even talk about this guy, he's already tucked his tail between his legs and apologized.
Oh, come on.
Neo.
I liked this.
Neo, who I keep forgetting is not Akon. That's my biggest problem. I always confuse the two. Neo and Akon.
Why?
Well, because
all black men are the same.
But that's my problem. Is ultimately that's where it always goes for me. I'm like, oh, Neo, the guy who did Locked Up, and they're like, no, that's Akon, and I'm like, well, are they different?
Neo, also the one who did Convicted, right?
Who's Neo? Which one is he? He's been around for a long time.
I think one of his, I don't know, I'm not a Neo guy. I think one of his later songs was Closer, like the Come Closer. He does like club songs.
Because of You.
Yeah, Because of You. Miss Independent. How do I forget that?
Miss Independent, that's a Kelly Clarkson song.
No, it's not.
Sexy Love, One in a Million. Yeah, I don't know.
So I know 1, 2. Oh, She Knows isn't bad. Closer. I know 4 of his songs.
I don't know Neo. I actually know him as the one in The Matrix. That's who I know.
Which
Neo
one was
as.
hotter?
Yeah. Oh.
Which one would you?
All day, Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Of course, yeah. But the book says we lose. Consider the source. Caillou Mall with $10 says, my tithing, no more Lizzo, please. All right, if you say so.
Thanks.
Ruin all the fun. 135 away for tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
What's worse, Lizzo or her music?
I can't look at her. I cannot look at her. I don't like.
Look, I'm about to pull a shard out of my hand.
I don't like her music. You gotta be careful of that shit.
You see it?
Oh yeah, there's a little shard of glass. Look at that.
Guys, this wasn't just like a glass you drink from. It was like this by this shelf.
So Neo, if I may.
Yeah.
Neo made some comments about trans kids. And they were pretty based, and they were pretty spot on, actually. And then what ended up happening was everybody converged on him. He started getting all this press. Oh, Neo's a transphobe, and Neo's this terrible guy, and this, that, and the other thing. And I kind of thought that Neo was going to, be based about it, and he was going to be, if I may, kind of black. And I did. I thought Neo was going to show his blackness. And he was going to be like, fuck y'all. You can't tell me what to do. Them fruity kids is weird, yo. I thought we were going to get that from Neo. But you can bet that there's going to be some 30-second Neo pro-trans kids PSAs coming in the near future because
I hate that.
He bent the knee.
You know what I hate more than whoever's got the right opinion or whatever?
Yeah.
It's just that we're not allowed to have one.
Right.
I don't care if somebody has the opinion of, oh yeah, we should allow kids to transition, or I'm against kids transitioning. I think you should still get to have one without putting an apology out there.
Yeah,
right?
It's just an opinion.
I might not agree with your opinion.
When people are scared or intolerant of just having the opinion,
yes,
then there's a problem.
Right. Because
to me, there's no opinion too dangerous unless that opinion upsets an established order that's out to control people.
Right. You can hear somebody, Aaron could sit over there and say, oh, I think, 1930s Germany had it right.
I would never say
that. I could be completely against it, but he gets to say it.
But that's not, as you know, that is something I do not believe in. I believe that 1930s Germany set the world on a course for a disaster.
Right on fire.
You also ever notice that all the guys who have every war that's ever been fought has always been won by the good guys? Fascinating how that happens. So anyway, Neo comes out and says some shit about trans kids, and we'll play the video here. Wasn't that bad, I thought, but here's Neo on trans kids, and then we'll get to the apology after.
Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
lost control.
If your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl,"
You smack the shit out of that fruity pants. You tell him, nah, son, that ain't how we do it in this house.
You just let
Kidding.
him rock with that. You just let.
Right.
He's 5.
Right. And where did he get that
If
from?
you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's gonna do that.
Exactly.
Like when did it?
And that's why we have a problem with diabetes in the black community, y'all. Like it just dovetails into something else.
Right, and he gets all medical.
Become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves.
Right.
When did that happen?
Now, I need to reiterate, he apologized for saying all of this.
No, that's retarded to apologize for, because it is true that as parents, we're supposed to help. You don't have to tell the kids straight up like, oh, you're thinking the wrong way and stuff, but you just, encourage them to go the right direction. So they're not going to screw their life up.
The lead singer from One
Right.
Republic actually responded to his apology. He did not like what Neo said. I don't know if he has a trans relative or whatever. The guy who, that band One Republic?
Aaron, I do.
Yeah, he was upset at Neo, and when Neo tried to say sorry, do you know what he said?
I bet you're going to tell us.
Why do you look so upset?
I know what's coming.
He said it's too late to apologize.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it's too
nev-
late.
You know what? I was wrong.
Yeah.
I never saw that
You thought I
coming.
was going to say do the hokey pokey and turn. Yeah, I get it. You can't
Turn your
predict
life
me.
around.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't understand that. I don't get that. I
And
don't
to
get
medicate these young kids that are 5, 6, growing up and knowing that it affects their brain, it affects their organs, it makes them sick, but they're not allowed to do drugs. They're not allowed to do alcohol.
Right.
We can
He
medicate them up.
can't drive.
But watch the trans community's counter to that argument be like, well, then we should let them do coke and drink. And it's like, no. We're trying to make the opposite point, that maybe they're not old enough.
We should
to
let them
handle-
have sex with adults, too. That shouldn't be illegal.
You say that's what they
That's what they would say.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
staunchly against it.
I would say that there certainly are organizations that claim that. But those organizations are fucking creeps. But when it comes to like Neo saying that shit, like I'm more worried that we're going that way than we are going, oh yeah, Neo's got a good point. We probably shouldn't have kids take life-altering hormones on a whim just because their single mom convinced them through, fucking mental trickery that they're a different gender now. So, I mean, so to me, that would be the reasonable way to go, is to go, oh, maybe we should pump the brakes on this. But instead, people get so wrapped up in their ideologies that instead they go, well, then maybe we should have a discussion about kids drinking at a younger age. No, you lunatic.
Like, to me, like, it used to be a thing where, like, if one of the kids said, oh, I'm this today. Haha, I'm wearing, like, if our boy said, oh, I'm going to wear your shoes because I'm going to dress up like my sisters or whatever. I'm like, oh, haha, buddy, that's hilarious. You
Yeah,
know,
that's all you do.
It's funny. You don't say, oh, do you think you need to talk to a doctor and get some medicine
Like,
so you can fulfill your girlness?
Right.
What?
One day, the middle child came to us and he goes, Dad, you know what? I think I'm black today. And then he broke a toy in his room, so I just put him in the hot box for the rest of the day. And then
And you splashed cold water on him
I was kidding.
when it was time for dinner.
I was solely kidding. All right, continue. I'm sorry, Neo. Continue.
car yet, but he can decide his sex.
Right, right. What sexual orientation, and he can cut off his pee-pee, and that, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I love that in adult conversations about serious topics affecting our children, we use the word pee-pee.
I think it's actually appropriate here.
Yeah.
In a weird way. Like, I don't usually talk like that either, because we don't usually have to
message. Jumpy, yo. Pee.
I think that's what she was referring to as the Kayan tie.
I like her, whoever she is.
I think that's what she was talking about.
So I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that they either passed or are trying to pass a law in LA that states if your child comes to you and asks to do some of these things and you say no, they can take your kid from you.
Yeah, that's true. Just passed in California.
That makes no sense.
They want us to have no control over our children.
So far, I haven't heard anything that makes me go, wow, this guy's a monster.
There has been nothing controversial said here.
And you have to worry not just that he apologized or not. You have to worry about going forward how it looks. You're talking about now going forward, this is the bar set for the apology. The next time, they lower the bar for the apology, and they just slowly kind of phase arguments out by making them socially unacceptable. And you got to be careful of shit like that. I know Neo's apologizing to save his own ass, but if you're just going to apologize as soon as someone threatens your career, then don't speak out on the fucking issue. Because if you speak out on the issue, speak your mind, and then you apologize, you've now limited what the next guy can get away with and what he can say.
I think more people should hear this message. It's a nice little reminder, like, hey, you do need to have some good guidance and like a good head on your shoulders for your kids.
But then you can't say you're sorry because now the next guy can't say.
Like I would never.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
In schools,
I don't get it.
Hospitals, libraries.
Yeah.
They just want to.
Okay, I don't like it.
Did this girl just graduate from kindergarten to PPs and libraries?
I thought it was appropriate to say PP in regards to like children because you don't need to say dicks or anything. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Libraries?
Why are you still here?
I don't. Libraries and
Libraries?
PPs.
Manipulates. You got to understand when they're so young and they're already that's
impressionable.
That's right. And from them, they're gonna believe what you say. I mean, we say Santa Claus is real. You know, the
And they
Easter Bunny.
believe it, like,
right?
come on.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta
they know what they're doing.
Remember who you're dealing with. Like I can't take credit for it, but I heard somebody say one time, he's like, all right, if your son comes to you and says, Daddy, I want to be a girl, ask your son, what is a girl?
I said that. He took that from me. He couldn't remember, but that was my brilliance.
Oh, you've had this conversation.
Oh, yeah, with Neo.
That's a good one.
What is he gonna do? He's gonna say, well, he might want to play with dolls. All right, you want to play with dolls? Fine, play with dolls.
Right.
But you're a boy playing with dolls.
That's
I want
right.
to wear pink. All right, cool, wear pink. But you're a boy
That's right.
wearing pink. No issue with
Right, that's the weird thing about this is that 2 years ago, these same people were trying to tell us there's no gender, there's, it's all a construct, all the toys need to stop being segregated, this and that. But the minute a kid wants to put on a dress and play with Barbies, well, then all of a sudden, he might be a girl. It's like, wait a minute, I thought those toys were a social construct. But when he wants to wear a dress or wear high heels, then all of a sudden he might be a trans, he might be a woman. That's interesting how that dynamic changes as your philosophy gets promoted.
I grew up with just one sibling. It was a brother. And so we only had each other to play with all the time, right? So we took turns. I play with like toy tractors, cars, and action figures with him.
And that's
some
how you
days.
became a lesbian.
And I'm obviously a lesbian now,
Right.
but I identify as a man.
Sure.
And then he played with my dolls and my horses with me sometimes, and now he's probably a girl.
Sucking dick all the time. Just all over town. Yeah.
Allegedly.
with the LBGT. I have no problem with nobody. Okay,
Right.
love who you love, do what you do.
Exactly.
I just
See, they never hear that part. They never
got there.
It's all about them. It's just like, hey, man, I don't care if you do what you do, but your logic is flawed here. You can be a boy who plays with dolls. You can be a boy who wears pink. Like, your logic just isn't quite there. It's like you're recruiting these kids at an age before they're able to make this decision instead of just letting them grow up because you're worried if they grow up, they might grow out of that and then your numbers don't grow. It's very strange.
That's kind of what I've always thought too. Like, I don't care if like an adult's like, all right, they're a man. And like, I literally feel like a woman. I'm going to go be a woman now. But like, if you're a child and
totally crazy.
No.
Forget I'm a lady. Oh.
I want you to keep going now.
I don't remember the rest.
Men's shirts, short skirts.
Something.
Really go wild, yeah.
Let my tits hang out.
Doing it in style.
Oh, I feel like a woman. There. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, I thank my lucky stars that, man, I feel like a woman. I believe that's the second verse. I could be wrong.
Originally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how it rocked.
Me
now,
too.
You could identify as a goldfish if you feel it.
Right.
I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not finna call you a goldfish, but you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. It's all.
This is what I'm worried about. So he apologized for all this. He showed his belly. He said, I'm sorry, so he could maybe squeeze out another couple of records from this. The problem is that now what he said made a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
All he said was, you guys are fine. Do whatever you want. It's okay with me. Just don't make me play the game with you. Let me do my thing, you do yours. He's now apologized for that. So now the next guy coming forward won't even be able to say that, and he'll have to apologize for less. This is how they slowly move the conversation, and it's how the last 20 years we've gotten butt fucked into this situation.
Choice of words.
Well, butt fucked. I mean, in a way.
I mean, yeah, you can't even parent your children the way you want to without somebody else criticizing all of it.
Well, here's what he released, I believe, last night. He released this. I'd like to express my deepest apologies. After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQI plus community. So I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan to better educate myself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I lead with love and support everyone's freedom of expression and pursuit of happiness.
Here, I have multiple problems with that statement.
He's
One,
a coward?
besides the bar and that he's set now and the cowardice in that. Two, we've existed for how many years without focusing on gender identity and stuff? You were just born a girl or you're born a boy. And if you're a little different and stuff, you just kind of did your thing and didn't have to talk about it to anyone, didn't have to shove your dick down somebody else's kid's throat.
I hope not.
You know what I mean? Like, we lasted so long
Right.
without doing that shit. And
Trucker
now it's so important.
Trucker 18-wheeler and Harvey Al on Rumble saying he took his apology back today. But does it matter that he took his apology back today?
No,
That's what I want to ask.
It was out there.
Does it matter that he took the apology back? The apology happened, and then he took it back. So now it's like it's gone through too many wash cycles for the message to be good anymore. I don't know. I mean, it's better than letting it stand, but
the original message was good.
The original message was fine. He didn't say anything hateful towards anyone.
Nope.
He just say, hey, wouldn't it be good if we maybe pumped the brakes on, doing this stuff,
the kid stuff.
On the kid stuff? Like, can he just be a boy who plays with dolls or a boy who wears pink? It makes sense.
Yeah.
But they came after him. He apologized. And now apparently today he's taking the apology back. Let's see. Let me go. Let me search some Neo today and see if he took it back. We've got apologizes and comments on parenting and gender identity. Apologizes. Reverses publicist's apology for comments allowing kids to transition. This is how I feel.
So his publicist put that out maybe and not him?
Shit. So maybe they didn't consult Neo.
I like that.
Hours later, Neo took to Instagram with a video to clarify his position from the horse's mouth and not the publicist's computer. Oh, shit. Okay. I might owe an apology here.
Me too.
To Neo.
Good for this guy.
Let's check it out.
Neo. All right.
We
Listen,
can't maximize these.
I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check.
So he didn't say that apology.
No, he didn't. His publicist got out ahead of things.
Do you think that publicist is looking for work at the
I
moment?
hope he's fired.
I
hope any publicist ever that puts out any statement without consulting somebody first is fired.
I think they
That's
might
not
be
good.
looking for a gig. Speaking of looking for a gig, on tomorrow morning's show, I just want to bring this up real quick. Mike Calta, the guy who used to compete with Bubba down in Florida, and now he's like the _1 radio talk show guy down there.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a little... I don't know if he's going to get in trouble.
Is he under fire?
I don't know if he's under fire. I don't know if the news is picking up on it yet. But apparently there was some live event he was at recently, and a woman confronted him, and the things you get as a popular radio host. You're a piece of shit. I don't like you. Blah blah blah. And he took her phone and he shoved her really hard in the face, and she was being obnoxious. But it's not gonna go well for him. We'll see how big of a draw Mike Calta is in Tampa. We'll see how important his show is to that station. Sure. Because remember, Don Geronimo just said, hey, Barbie, to some news lady, and he got fired, which was bullshit.
She was so offended and hurt.
Mike Calta physically put hands on this woman. And see, women can do it. Men can't get away with it. Ugh!
Do it, bitch.
Right in the face.
Fucking do it.
Women talk like that until they get hit.
Me.
Women.
Give me a reason.
I know you're kidding. But other women will be like, yeah, fucking do it. And then the minute is...
Oh, no. If I'm in an altercation or a fight with you, and I could sense like for some ungodly otherworldly reason you're about to hit me, I'm probably leaving. Like the room. Just like I can't imagine getting to that point though.
No, I can't imagine punching a woman in the face would just feel get off my fucking nipples.
Nobody can see what I'm actually touching.
Punching a woman. Stop fingering my anus after the show. How's it smell?
Gross.
Like poopy.
Tangy.
Just the feeling of your heavy male meat fist connecting with a woman's cheek. Just, it would feel so terrible.
To picture which woman you're hitting.
Okay,
though.
That's true. It depends on which woman. Sometimes it would feel like heaven has come down from the sky to visit you here on earth. That's true.
It really is situational.
It's situational. I back off my original statement.
There you go.
All right, let's continue on with Neo here. So his publicist apparently put out this apology, and he wants to clarify. Nice Cadillac, by the way.
I like his hat.
First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality.
Damn.
Now,
Good for him.
if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question, and I answered the damn question.
Wow.
There you go. Okay,
I'm throwing Neo a follow.
So he's not backing down from the apology. He's saying he never made the apology in the first place.
And he's not apologizing.
That's way better. And honestly, black dudes are like the last bastion of fight we have left against this shitty woke mind virus that's going on.
Pretty much.
Because people can attack white guys. And they can make it, they do this thing where they make it about shit that it's not.
Because white man bad.
Right. White men will have a valid, correct opinion about something. Like, yeah, it's a white cis male. Well, your experience is
White privilege.
Okay, well now address the fucking thing I said, not the color of my skin. White people get bogged down in that. Black men don't have that guilt. So they can lay into this and they can lean in and they cannot apologize. I mean, the woke people are either going to try and pound them into submission because they see black people as their slaves. They really do. Socialists, lefties, progressives, they see black people as on the intellectual plantation and they will love them and talk about how great they are. I mean, they'll treat them like infants. They'll treat them like children, but they will get their back as long as they just shut up, agree with everything the boss says, and if they go off the plantation for a little bit, they will demean them like they would a white person.
How about the fact that this is a black man there for his 7 children?
What? That's totally...
I think that is just phenomenal.
Okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe
when all you got to do is pick it up like this here and pick it up. He grabbed a giant plate of watermelon like Petey Green and just started eating it. How fucked up would that be? But he's right, and you could not have a safer way of saying this than how he's saying it.
Yeah, but like, how refreshing is this? Nobody says this. And then he went against his publicist, too. I love this.
We got to have a few more, though. And they've got to be they've got to be guys who are currently doing shit. I don't think he's currently doing shit.
I don't care. He's doing shit now. He's this.
No, I mean, like, musically, I don't think he's front and center anymore.
I'm going to start listening to him again.
This is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important. They're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neo. Peace and love.
And my publicist is fired.
I'm a fan.
He forgot that at the end. My publicist can go fuck herself.
I think that's very refreshing. I really do. I'm a fan.
I'm glad that...
I'm going to pay attention to him.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he didn't That wasn't his apology that he took back.
I agree. And then to like basically put it out there like, hey guys, publicists kind of just put shit out there without asking, by the way.
Dub says Owen Benjamin did similar 5+ years ago. Yeah, but I think Neo, ironically, says the N-word a lot less than Owen Benjamin.
I would actually agree with that.
Probably close, but I think Owen wins that one by a nose. Hey, about 350 people watching the evening show. Fucking awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. And hit thumbs up, hit like, hit subscribe. We really do appreciate it. All of the support you've given us. And I think we're 135 away from tomorrow morning's goal. So thank you very much for that, too.
Thanks.
So we have I don't know if we needed this, but remember that motherfucker is not real lady?
Yeah, in the plane.
On the plane. They found out who she was.
Okay.
I feel like it's been too long.
Did they find out who she was talking about?
No, because that motherfucker was not real.
Well,
So-
did they at least find out what she thought she was talking about?
A motherfucker. Which is kind of like the whole statement she made is a paradox unto itself, because if that motherfucker is not real, then how can how can you point at the motherfucker? He's not real. It's a paradox. It contradicts itself.
Do you believe in this? Usually happens with children. Like people have stories about their children doing this, but like, do you believe in people? She was clearly on drugs or something.
I think she stayed up past a sleeping pill.
Right.
And that's what happened.
That's what happens with lewds. Yeah.
Fucking lewds.
Do you believe in this shit where like parents will talk about how their kid said something really creepy about like somebody they saw behind you or something? But they were
like
never
some
there.
ghost shit or whatever.
Do you believe in that stuff?
No, I think kids are just stupid.
You think
like
kids
that.
are just stupid?
They just say weird shit.
All right.
Yeah. Like, oh, I remember when I was bleeding. What do you mean? When I was bleeding? Oh, you mean like yesterday you hurt yourself? No, like 100 years ago. Kids are just fucked up like that. They weren't
In my
actually
last
fighting in the
life.
Civil War.
They do say some weird stuff in the middle of the night when they get up sometimes.
Yeah, it's just their brain's fucking with them.
But you do too. So I guess,
Yeah, everybody does it.
you talk to people in our room in your sleep all the time.
Yeah, I've always got good conversations cooking.
You're very bitchy though.
$130 away from Tuesday morning's goal because Sage, our buddy Sage, this drop is getting so far back there now. There he is. Perfect.
Sage Retard PhD KF
With $5 says, speaking of Owen, oh boy.
Oh no.
Let's check it out.
Pathetic things I've ever seen. It's one of the reasons why I constantly say nigger.
Jesus, Owen!
What?
Owen!
Oh my God.
No, naughty boy. Bad Owen, bad.
When was this? Who's he talking about?
That, I believe, was today.
See, Owen needs to understand that sometimes when you wear out a word, it's not so fun anymore.
Yeah, Owen, come on, keep it special.
It needs to be like that special seasoning that you just sprinkle in here and there.
You don't make the whole steak the seasoning, Owen.
No, it's the special
God.
seasoning.
125 away from today's goal because Dub with $5 over on Rumble. Or not today's, tomorrow morning's. Guys, that number you're seeing is for tomorrow morning's show. So thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for that.
Yeah, guys, that was indeed a bad word.
Yes.
Disavow.
Naughty word, disavow, terrible, terrible. So they found out who this chick was, and apparently she's a big deal. Like, this woman, you would think, if you just got her resume, you would go, oh, here's a relatively normal person with intelligent things to say.
Like she's a receptionist at a veterinary
Fuck
office.
that. No, she makes a receptionist at a reception.
No, I'm saying what you think she'd be.
No, she makes that look like a tin knocker, a farmer. Makes it look lowbrow.
Thank you for calling me lowbrow.
She's an executive.
E.
Like, she's a fucking office lady.
I guess everybody gets to like live a life outside of the office.
Yeah,
so
and hers is drunken thought on a plane.
Who are we to judge?
Yeah. The woman behind the epic airplane meltdown where she proclaimed that motherfucker back there is not real. And by the way, you know she felt it because she did that like voice quaking stammer thing where she goes, that motherfucker is not real. You're like, wow, whatever she's going through right now, like however fake it is, whatever, that shit is super real to her right now.
I would hate to feel that way on an airplane.
Right.
Like be going through whatever she was and have nowhere to go.
It's like being in that half asleep, half awake state where you know you're muttering and speaking gibberish because you're conscious, but you're also not fully awake enough to put your shit
You
together.
always sound very like whiny
Yeah.
in that stage. Like things are stressing.
Yeah.
Like impressing to say.
She proclaimed that motherfucker back there is not real to bemused fellow passengers is a Texas marketing executives who told cops the rant was sparked by an argument over wireless headphones. Tiffany Gomas, a Dallas resident, was kicked off the plane following her bizarre outburst, which led to hours of delays for other passengers. Despite claiming I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off in the viral video.
Lucky girl.
The 38-year-old was not willing to leave the American Airlines flight and had to be removed by staff. Before heading towards the front of the plane, Gomas added in her address to passengers, "You can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to."
See, when you can't say something like that regarding an airplane, they've probably got to sweep that shit for bombs now.
Yeah, there's a certain protocol they have to follow
Just
once you say shit like that.
If you hear certain verbiage, I think it's over.
Death, bomb, explosion.
Death, bomb, boom.
Terrorist,
Caw,
N-word.
caw.
The argument had started when Gomas fell out with relatives she was traveling with, accusing them of stealing her AirPods.
Oh, God.
So how did they become not real?
Yeah, you see, though, she's going a long ways out of her way to, like, deny that she was on drugs, basically. I think she was on some kind of sedatives.
Yeah,
that kind of made her get wacky, and she's, like, not admitting it for some reason.
So her family's being cunty to her. They're fighting over AirPods, and then we get to that. The female then started claiming the aircraft was not safe and did not want the aircraft to leave due to her believing it would not make it to its destination. Oh, shit.
I have
You
something.
can't say stuff like that.
What if they still continued on their way, though, and it indeed did not make it? She was right. Like,
Due to the statements, the flight attendants felt the aircraft needed to be rescreened. The airline manager explained that the passenger was denied boarding and they wanted her escorted to the public side. Yeah, I understand that.
That's good that they hadn't taken off yet, at least, right?
I want to know. So you can die with them. That motherfucker is not real. Yeah, there's something missing here. This isn't
She's
just
lying.
Yeah, just say you were on drugs.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That's what I'm saying. She's an executive, so she didn't want to say that she was on drugs on the plane. So she comes up with some AirPods story.
So the rejected passenger was eventually escorted to the non-secure area of the airport. But that didn't stop her from attempting to come back through TSA screening and into the boarding area multiple times, the documents say. She was given a ticket for criminal trespass, which she refused to sign. Gomas did not show police her ID, the complaint states. She was never formally arrested or taken into custody. Through a representative, Gomas declined to comment on the incident to the Post. Yeah, that's her home. That's a $2 million house that she lives in.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Is there a video of the original incident?
Yeah, but she's a marketing executive in a $2 million house, and she just went completely batshit on an airplane.
Telling you she was on some sedatives and it went bad.
Public records show Gomas lives in a $2 million home in the city's coveted Lakewood neighborhood. She is a marketing executive who served as vice president of Elevate Brand Marketing, where she was named a rising star in 2017 by a trade publication. Tiffany has built a sales portfolio and track record that rivals account managers with decades in the business.
I think I've actually heard of Elevate before. It's pretty good. Good spot she's got.
Is it better than Sterling Cooper?
Nothing's better than Sterling
Is it better
Cooper.
than McCann Erickson?
Yes, I didn't like them.
The Oklahoma State University. Wait, could you name any of the clients that McCann Erickson had? Can you?
Uh-oh.
Can you name one?
No, not off the top of my head.
You can't name one account McCann Erickson had?
Coca-Cola?
No, that's not correct. It's not how you say it.
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola. Madman. Tiffany has built a sales portfolio, blah, 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 blah. She's really good at her job. And she goes fucking mental on airplanes. Nabisco. Buick. What was the pharmaceutical company?
What was the pharmaceutical
Yeah, there was, well, guess what, you lucky bastards.
Oh, God, no. I'm sorry for what I've done.
Hobart, you've won.
I'm sorry.
Here you go. Where's the, not this one. Come on, goddamn you. Stop, what is it? Stop struggling?
Yes.
Stop struggling. You've won. God damn it, a Mad Men clip should be more popular
Mad Men
than
behind
this.
that.
God damn you. And yes, I will work this hard Dude, they don't have that fucking clip.
You're committed now. You have to do it.
How do they not have that clip?
Do the Coca-Cola clip.
Coca-Cola Jim Hobart. That's okay. There's the ad.
Is it the second one? No.
No, the Mean Joe Green Coke ad. Fuck me in the butt.
Okay.
I can't find that
Can we
clip.
do Nabisco?
Nope, here's what I'm doing. Sterling Cooper West pitch. Nope, it's not in there.
Well, this is gay.
Son of
God,
a
that is a
dick.
good clip, too.
Nope, they got...
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Nope, that's not it.
Are you sure?
Nope, that's not the one. That's when Don goes into the meeting and he walks
Man.
out. Well, guys, sorry for wasting your time, but I will always take a long time.
Doesn't it feel like something's missing from you now, though, when like you're looking for something and you can't find it?
How can I not find that clip? It's a legendary clip.
It really is.
Oh, man. Well, at any rate, she is, I don't think she'll lose her job or anything. There's no reason for her to.
No, can't people have bad days?
Yeah, she had a rough day on a plane, and now she's infamous. She's infamous for it at this point.
She's that girl.
Yeah, she's that motherfucker is not real lady. I think she's been punished enough.
I think she should just say that at meetings now when she doesn't
Right.
like someone.
I'm that motherfucker is not real lady. Okay.
No, you look at the person you don't like and say, that motherfucker ain't real.
Yeah, you can kind of tie that into your persona now.
Right.
Let's go to this next one. We got an hour left. All right. By the way, doing overtime tonight, we've more than knocked out the goal. We're 125 away from tomorrow morning's goal. So there is that. So it goes like this. Coca-Cola. He knew what Don wanted. He knew. What did he call Don? He said, Don, you're my
White whale.
white whale.
I hate that I know all these things.
I'm currently in a similar situation. Believe it or not. I'm in a very Don Draper, Jim Hobart situation right now. Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
I can't.
Oh, so that was boring.
I got a text from
Pointless.
E-Rock yesterday. He said, this is why we don't tease things until they're final.
E-Rock, if you're listening, I've been trying to tell him that for years now. I get so annoyed.
E-Rock
Like,
goes,
you're
how's that
gonna
thing
blow it.
coming? I go, we're this close on the particulars. We're just putting the last of it together. And he goes, this is why we don't tease things until they're finished,
I know.
fuckface. Whoopsie daisy.
There comes a day where it's like we got people like E-Rock and myself and anyone else has to quit telling you that because you don't listen.
We'll figure it out. So, on to this baseball play. You know, earlier today we showed you a clip of the Cleveland Guardians. I'm still getting used to that name. And the Chicago White Sox. And those two guys squaring off at second base and fist fighting each other. Well, we had another baseball player confront somebody, this time a fan in the stands. Like Ty Cobb style.
Okay.
It was a guy who had been getting heckled. It was, I think, a minor league baseball game or a semi-pro baseball game. Former major leaguer is at the plate. They turn a double play, and the guy in the field has apparently had it with a heckler, had it with a fan. And at these minor league games, there's a lot lower attendance, so you can hear individual voices a lot of
It
the time.
echoes.
Let's check this out.
Up the middle, 2-0. On the ground to short. Abreu fields it. He goes to second for one. Becker's turn is in time, and the inning's over.
Where's he going? Hey, where's he going? See, April, I don't know if you understand, the dugout's that way.
Yeah, but I got this.
The dugout's over here.
Right.
He's going over here.
He's going off.
And that's a first baseman. That's a big fella.
He's just going over yonder.
Oh, first basemen are usually about 6'2", 6'3", go about 230, 240. They're big boys.
He looks like a husky fellow.
So they
He's a
do
big
get
fella.
a fifth double play ball,
Uh-oh.
and
we
the
go.
inning is finally over.
Camera.
But not before.
Oh, he's running up after a heckler. He's good.
And
He's getting after
Something
him.
is happening
Camera.
up on the concourse.
They're trying, but it's blocked by the
We're
window
going to
here.
step aside
Risk your life.
here on the
Lead
Go
out.
Sounds Baseball Network.
Oh, no. Oh, there he is.
Looking for a great place to stay on your next trip to Frederick? Choose Plymouth Hospitality Park.
Oh, that's awesome. So the radio station does the minor league games.
Yeah.
They do the play-by-play, and they got their ads running.
I want to see the guy that was heckling.
He was just apparently talking some shit to the first baseman.
That's intense, though, to get somebody to run up into the stands. What did he have to say to get that done?
I don't know, but I think former MLB player Rowdy Reed completes a double play, then immediately runs into the crowd to confront a fan. And I think that was the end of the game. I think they'd won right there.
That's a cool name. I like that name.
Double play. Reed has been busted for steroids in the past. Oh, there is that. Either way, though, as a fan, you can't heckle. The fan had to have made some pretty nasty comments for Reed to come after him like that.
I would think so. I could think of so many things that I could probably get away with saying if I were so inclined.
Yeah.
But like nobody would come up after me because you don't care. Right. That had to be pretty severe. What would somebody have to yell at you for you to get to run up like into the stands?
Oh man, to like go and fight the guy?
Right. That's hard, right?
Yeah, I can't.
It's hard to come up with something.
Maybe about it even if it was about my family, like it's a stranger, it's a nameless, faceless nobody.
Well, that's what I mean. Anyone can say like, "Oh, you're not a real mom, you're a step parent." Yeah, that doesn't change my real life.
Right.
I don't know if you know that.
It's
or like, oh, your family's a bunch of hillbillies from a small town. Okay.
Like, you think about a guy like that who's at a minor league baseball game, or I guess we could say watching an internet stream, same thing. You're at a minor league baseball game heckling a guy. If that guy does nothing to you, you now have to live as that guy for the rest of your life. I think that's a bigger punishment than that first baseman chasing after you into the stands. Because now if you're the first baseman,
heard you.
That guy's going to run away. You're not going to catch him. You're not going to get to hit him. And even if you do, he might sue you or the team and you lose your job. Or he runs away, laughs at you, and you're being held back by a bunch of people, so now you look ridiculous. Whereas if that guy's yelling that, everyone in the stands looks around at that guy and goes, what a pathetic life that guy lives.
Do you then think that he was just like on steroids and edgy or something?
Could have been.
I don't know.
Could have been.
There is not many things anyone could ever say that would like cause me to go after somebody.
Rude's Ghost, incorrect. He doesn't have a lisp and he doesn't have shook in, like cripple, handicapped, bullied fat kid shoulders. So that I don't think that guy sounded anything like that. Roots Ghetto Maxer says, Aaron, your dick game's trash. See?
Oh, it's so trash.
He can say that in the chat. I read it. I let it go. At the end of the day, Roots would agree with me. He still has to go home and be Roots.
I actually only prefer trash dick.
April's a trash dick kind of guy. You know, some people prefer trash food.
I like dumpster diving.
April likes a good dumpster diving dick. You don't want Leah Thomas's dick.
Oh.
Nice, big, solid cock. Did you know about this?
Wouldn't know what to do with it.
Did you read about Leah Thomas's dick? Riley.
This is going to be shocking to you, but no.
Riley Gaines was on Bill Maher's podcast.
Oh, that's a lineup for the decade, huh?
And Bill asked her about, like, Bill gets a little drunk and a little high on his podcast.
On his own supply.
Yeah. And he gets to ask some questions that he normally wouldn't ask, put it that way. Let's watch this clip of Bill Maher asking Riley Gaines about Leah Thomas's dick.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Why?
The people who don't know who Leah Thomas is, I do, because I've read about her. She is the trans swimmer who beat you.
We tied. I did not get beat. I get called.
No, beat you in the locker room with her big cock.
You know, HBO Bill Maher doesn't really say things like that, I haven't watched him in a while, but I don't know if he does.
It's kind of fun, right?
Now, this makes me want to restart HBO Max.
I actually would. I would watch Game of Thrones and stuff a lot.
There we go. In that case.
How big is her cock?
Bill doesn't waste any time.
No,
he gets right into it.
I get why that's funny. It's a bit uncomfortable, though.
You've seen her cock, right?
We all did.
Well, how big is it? I mean, what kind of a cock is it? Describe her cock.
Let's see.
Well, I don't want to see it. I just wanted to hear it described.
Well, if I had to see it.
Bill's fucked up.
He really is.
I think Bill's either high or drunk or both on this one.
That looks like a bit of both.
Yeah.
You have to hear it. First of all, this is a 6'4" man, right?
Well, a trans woman.
A male.
Okay, this is what she would claim. And she does go through life as a woman, correct? Like
a woman with male parts.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm just trying to paint the portrait.
Okay, wait, can
I love how Bill's like trying to like navigate these waters. Bill, you already went beat you in the locker room with her giant cock, and now you're going, now look, let's be sensitive.
That moment has passed.
Right.
Sir.
Bill, you fucked that up. You can't walk that back. You might as well jump in with both feet with her. You already said, no, I meant beat you in the locker room with her giant cock. And then you go, now let's respect her pronouns.
Not only that, you don't need to paint us the picture of what this person like portrays himself to be. We all get him by now, right?
I'll be frank here.
Choice
well, now you're a man. Congratulations, Frank.
Frank was better.
Use she, her pronouns when referring to Thomas, and I call it a male. I think even using the term trans woman is giving Thomas some of our language as women. And I think trans woman is a subset of male. I do not believe trans women are women.
Well, shit, there you go. Well, what
Fucking
about
beast?
Yeah, what about his cock though?
Yeah, you
We
didn't tell me
wanted to know.
how was the dick?
Yeah. What that dick like though?
What'd that dick do?
What did she end up saying about the cock?
Was the dick big enough to slow her down?
I need to know about the drag on this motherfucker.
It affected the aerodynamics of the body.
I had to refrain from looking at Thomas in the locker room they shared during a meet. Gaines, okay, so, that is all she ended up saying. Declined to estimate Thomas's size, but explained it is in proportion to the frame of a 6'4" male. So,
giant cock.
A big hang down dick. Ugh. I want you to look at this. Just the side by side. There's Riley Gaines. There's Leah Thomas. That's fucking ridiculous. Those should not. Hey, look, everyone. It's a frigate. Look, a battleship. They should be in the same naval fight together.
It's not good.
Hey, it's a PT boat. Hey, look, an aircraft carrier. Like, I'm sorry, guys. We were just doing that for us.
Aaron.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, look, everybody. A B-52 Strato Fortress. Oh, look, a Harrier jet.
Oh, look, it's a dinghy.
Oh, a little dinghy. Look at that.
Oh, look, it's a garbage barge.
Oh.
What?
They should
Did I say
definitely
that?
be in the same competitive waters.
Oh, look, it's it's a tugboat versus the Titanic.
Now it's on screen. Just the whole Leah Thomas, Riley Gaines thing. Just the fact that it ever happened is insane to me, and I just worry that there's no going back. It's not even worried. I know it's not going back because other than Neo, nobody seems to have that fight in them.
That's why I frankly got so excited to hear somebody like Neo saying that stuff. And I'm like, because nobody else wants to.
Here's what it is. It's like men here's what society is. Society is now men who get henpecked in a marriage, where a woman just complains and bitches and is a cunt all the time, and it beats you down and it beats you down and it beats you down. And finally you just go, I'm just going to shut the fuck up. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. I'm not going to say anything because I know I'm right. I know what the answer is, but I know it's going to cause a fight. You hear guys talk about that all the time. They go, well, I would say something, but it's just going to be a big fucking fight, and then I'm going to be unhappy in my own home, so on and so forth. That's where we got with the trans thing. Yeah, I know it's wrong for Leah Thomas to be competing against Riley Gaines, but I know if I say that and I try to stop Leah Thomas from competing, that now there's going to be protests and they're going to fight me and it's going to be miserable and I'll have to go through court cases and all this shit. I think I'll just shut the fuck up and let it happen.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? And that's kind of where we went.
A henpecked society.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
I know it's not right for Leah Thomas to be out with his giant cock in a locker room in front of me, when I'm trying to change, but
right.
I'm not going to say anything.
Like Mark Atkinson says, you disengage. You just, that's giving up. Like women kind of have that effect on men. And that's what I'm talking about. Women have kind of taken over the society. Men have kind of shrunk from society a little bit. We've let them take the wheel more than ever before. And we're getting that go along to get along. I'm not going to say anything type of attitude.
But ironically, it's men transitioning into women taking over our spot.
What a weird mind fuck, huh? We're literally losing them both psychologically and physically.
Men are Doing us better than we could do us.
Yes. We're phasing you out. This is your punishment.
God, I hope so. We're miserable.
Unbelievable footage of Florida sheriff pulling off a 40-mile-per-hour leap across this water to stop a runaway boat. Now, somebody explained to me how a twin-engine boat just ends up cruising along with nobody to captain it in the ocean.
The captain was drunk and fell overboard.
Where is the captain?
Overboard. Passed out on the deck. I don't know.
Where is he?
Passed
I don't
out
get
in the
it.
boat.
Adam Jones says, love the transphobia being platformed. I don't think it's transphobia at all.
We're not transphobic here.
Yeah.
We're saying that you can totally be a trans person and do it in the appropriate areas. Like, don't pull your dick out in front of a bunch of women in a locker room.
Adam, please, go ahead and enlighten me. I've always said this, and Adam, if you're new to the show, I always will stop my show to address somebody who's, a little too uptight.
Yeah, I agree.
We're used to people who are a little obsessive about this show and a little too uptight. So love the transphobia being platformed. Tell me where I'm being transphobic here. If you want to be trans and that's going to help you be healthy, go ahead. Absolutely do it.
We've said that before.
No problem. Now, you shouldn't be allowed to compete against women who are physically inferior to you. And you shouldn't be able to take your cock out in a locker room full of women. It's not right. Please.
You also shouldn't be allowed to compete against women because you have a biological advantage over them.
So I will wait for you to tell me how that's transphobic, and then we will continue on. Citizen M says it is transphobia. They're not uptight. Again, Citizen M,
it's not.
Just like that guy, you got to use your words. You can't just use a buzzword. You got to be intelligent. You got to make your argument. Like I just made my argument, and it was a very solid, airtight argument. Now, give me yours, and let's see what people agree with. Go, your turn. But people don't do that. That's the interesting thing. That's why I think ultimately we're going to lose everything, is because you've got one group of people who are like, I am more than willing every single day to sit here and discuss my argument point by point with your argument point by point. And then you have another side that's just shrieking and going, no, you're a bad person. It's like, well, then, you know what? It's over because you have control. And all I have is a really good argument.
My argument has always been you can do and be whatever you want to do and be as long as it's not affecting anybody else.
Right.
I go about my usual day and I don't affect anyone else unless it's something positive like raising my kids or taking care of him.
Sure. Do your shit. Have your fun. Absolutely. Be what you want to be, whatever makes you happy, but you can't hurt people.
You can't impose yourself and your bullshit on somebody else. And we've all got bullshit, but we shouldn't be imposing it on other people.
See, there you go. It's just every time I confront these people, I give them a forum, I say, what's the deal? And then they all shrink away from me. Guys, I'm not that scary. Whether you're a obsessed hater of this show or you're someone who says, transphobia, this and that, I come in, I'm not even that aggressive. I mean, I backhand you. I don't even hit you with a closed fist. Don't shrink from the moment. I'm giving you a chance to be the star that you've always wanted to be. And then you shrink away. All of you all shrink away. Like if you can't control the conversation, then don't start it. I just don't understand.
Are you saying your pimp hand strong?
I guess my pimp hand's too strong. Sorry, guys.
Those cheeks hurt.
And if that makes you mad and you want to yell cope and shit like that, then stand up and fight back once in a while. Adam Jones says, trans athletes have no advantage in competitive sports, and there's research to back it up. All right, Adam, I'll give you this. Male muscle structure after it's gone through puberty versus female muscle structure that's gone through puberty. That is an advantage that a biological male, a trans woman, has over women in the pool.
You can just see it in the pictures. We just showed you.
And yeah, Adam, I'm sorry, but there's a reason that they separate genders in sports. It's a physical...
It's been that way for forever.
It's a physical disadvantage. So, Adam, you are incorrect. But I'm glad that you came here so we could help you out and educate you on that. If you don't know, I mean, you got to go back to middle school then, because if you don't know that a male body that goes through puberty, the muscle structure, the bone density, everything else that contributes to athletic achievement is superior to that of women.
Stevie J says larger hearts, larger lungs, larger brains. It's science.
I don't know what to tell you, Adam.
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
So I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you countering my point, but your point is wrong. It's incorrect. Kmart Ready says, you didn't respond to me, Aaron. That's not how you spell my name, Kmart Ready. You hate what you want to become, a woman. Oh, shit. That's a good, you might be a therapist. Are you a psychologist? Psychiatrist? Shit. I never even thought of that one. You know what? I'm going to dwell on that one
I've never
tonight.
heard that before. I've never heard somebody say you hate what you want to become. That's
Yeah.
new to me.
MN Viking says, so a girl that wants to be a guy and switches sports, do they get a handicap? You don't see them do that, do you? You don't see a
It
girl
doesn't
become
happen,
a guy
yeah.
and then go, I'm going to play football.
Right.
Doesn't happen.
That's a good point.
Gray Duckling says, Rumble is pretty cool, though. Rumble is pretty cool. Love Rumble.
Yes, it is.
120 away from tomorrow morning's goal.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Kmart Ready says, a patient. I'm a mentally ill person. Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense. I get that. Cum Dragon, I love that name.
Whoa.
Says Riley Gaines is a grifting piece of shit. Transphobia is a great measuring stick where you can take a side and make a buck. Troons exist to take drugs. So Cum Dragon, I understand, hates both sides of this argument. And I understand the grift part of Riley Gaines. I understand that accusation.
I do too.
She's traveling all over the country and her identity is swam with the trans person.
Well, however, she wouldn't be there for the grift if she didn't have to go through it first.
Well,
I do hate both sides of it. I hate that she had to go through that, and I do hate that she's doing it for a grift now.
yeah. So yeah, no, I like people like Cum Dragon who just come in and go, I got an idea. How about we take a flamethrower to both of them? I'm like,
But you know, I guess if it did happen to me, if I were Riley Gaines and I was the elite swimmer at, what was it, Penn?
Yeah.
And I've got this man on my team suddenly that's like kicking me out of my spot on the team or something. Like I was supposed to win that, but you took it from me.
I'd be pissed.
I'm upset, and I would like to talk to people about it.
Everyone give Adam a lot of credit for coming in here and doing the conversation thing. It's not an easy crowd to work in front of. There you go, buddy. Thank you very much to Adam. All right, so let's check out this boat story. I want to see the boat story from Florida. Let's check it out.
You got it? I don't care about getting wet. You got it.
Again, I got to ask. April says the same thing.
I don't care about getting wet.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She's
you
like,
got it.
throw it in dry. That's how I like it.
Jesus.
Like, that's fucked up, April.
That'll hurt.
I want to feel myself split like a firewood log.
I'm picturing like you know how peaches have that skin, and if you start, cutting them, but you start twisting it just
right
wrong,
through
and
the
it just tears.
Now I want a peach. That's what I took from that. I want a peach.
You know that liquid IV stuff, which we're gonna need probably this weekend. They have a peach flavor now.
Oh shit!
I know.
Well, that's almost as good as my Crystal Light. Crystal Light just sounds
Crystal
gay.
Light won't save you though.
Oh, it won't.
That ain't good. There's
That's
no
bad
vitamins
news.
in Crystal Light.
I need the liquid
IV's got that replenishment in it.
Gino's a fucking problem, isn't he?
Yeah, we're
drinking-wise?
gonna be. I don't think that you on Monday is going to be in your finest form.
How about me on
but-
Friday?
No, that's gonna be fine for him.
I'm gonna be okay on Friday.
I think you'll be good on Friday. Because what time are they getting here? Like for us on Thursday, it's gonna be late, right?
Yeah, I think late afternoon.
You can't go to the gym then. Don't miss out on time with them.
Early
They're
evening,
coming
late
from-
afternoon. Well, I got to get my spine.
No, you don't.
in.
They're coming from the East Coast. You don't have to bail on your friends to go to the gym.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
That's selfish.
Oh, no, I'm selfish.
They came, how long? Probably over 1,000 miles to come see you.
It's a plane. It's not like they came in a covered wagon. The airplanes
Depending
now,
on
they
which
fly.
airplane they were on, though, it could have been taxing.
Be a Spirit thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. How do you get a runaway boat? Again, the guy has to fall overboard, in which case we should be working on finding that guy. It's a big-ass ocean.
Or he's passed out drunk.
He might be dead.
The moment a sheriff's deputy leapt onto a driverless speeding boat caught on camera.
Wow.
Now, wait a minute. Does this guy technically get to take that thing out for a cruise for a little bit?
I think he gets to keep it.
Well, I think there might be legal problems with that, but I understand.
He knows how to captain that thing better.
Well, anyone can captain it better than the guy who had it before.
The wild scene unfolded in Pinellas County, Florida, after authorities say the boat's captain fell off and a Good Samaritan was able to save him.
You got it? I don't care about getting wet.
Oh, so somebody already picked the captain up,
Well, so this is all
he
just
was
good
safe.
news then.
This is just a good news story. Yeah, well, that sucks then. I was looking for
Oh,
somebody.
you wanted some shark not on
I
body
wanted
floating.
some drama in this one. Drambuie.
The vessel was going 40 miles an hour when Deputy Fernandez and Deputy Constant, both of the Marine and Environmental Lands Unit, responded to a request for help from the Coast Guard. Before this, the Coast Guard tried stopping the boat with a prop fouling device but was unsuccessful. It wasn't until they speed matched the rogue boat that they were able to get it under control.
I love that.
For Inside Edition Digital.
That's a ballsy move.
That is. And how about the fact that he leapt onto that boat and didn't even trip? He just went seamlessly right over to the control.
I'm jealous. I want to do that.
I'm not going to be in the ocean, but I would do that on a lake.
Then you better land it. That's all I can say.
I'm kind of excited too that that boat wasn't around anything to crash, so it's still totally usable and fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, doesn't the cop get to take that out for a while after that?
I think you get to keep it.
All right, boys and girls, thank you very much for hitting the thumbs up today. We appreciate it. We're up over 350. It's just awesome. Thank you for following the channels, subscribing to the channels. All very cool. You guys knocked out tonight's goal right away. Now you're 120 away from tomorrow morning. So thank you for all of it. Appreciate it. This one is going to make 13-year-old me very happy and 21-year-old April very happy. This is oh wait, no. I went the wrong way.
You're fine.
5-year-old April. 13-year-old me, 5-year-old April. I flipped the wishful thinking on my. That's not wishful thinking. I don't want you to be an old broad. Are you kidding me? It'd be disgusting.
You won't care in a year and a half. It's fine.
I wouldn't have looked at you if you were 8 years older than me.
I'll be old news.
Bunch of problems.
He's actually shopping for his next wife at the anniversary party.
So here we go. Nelly and Ashanti are dating. This is fucking awesome. This is like,
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
By the way, Ashanti, I guess, decided to put fucking flotation devices in her chest. I don't remember her having giant tits back in the day.
I think she did. I think she was in that movie. Wasn't she in John Tucker Must Die? And she had some tits in there. Or she was in those Bring It On movies. She had
Not tits like that.
Tits.
I don't remember her in Be Cool having giant tits.
I swear she had big tits.
Take it nice and slow.
Oh, God. Oh, they're in that phase. Oh, they're obnoxious to be around.
Oh.
They're in the obnoxious to be around phase where you go, their friends hang out with them and they're like, all right, we fucking get it.
It's where you're saying get a room all night.
You're just like, dude, take it easy, all right? You got to make this last a while, all right?
Right, don't blow your wad right now.
All relationships that start like this end in like 2 months. They're all just like, oh, we're singing together and oh, we're that cute couple and everyone else doesn't get love. And then 2 months later, there's restraining orders.
Our relationship here started with Aaron following me around in stores doing Macho Man.
Yeah, that's how you start a relationship. You follow her around TJ Maxx and you go, yeah, looking at pots and pans, yeah, doing a little cooking, yeah. Get the cast iron skillets, yeah, a little bit higher in price, yeah, but high in value, yeah, it'll pay for itself in the end, uh-huh.
Everyone's staring.
Yeah.
That's a true story, by the way.
I don't give a shit.
So long.
Ugh. I kind of hate it now.
Yeah, I hate both. I wanted this at first because I'm like, oh, teenage me would be so happy that Nelly and Ashanti are dating. But then you kind of realize that April's holding a bloody broom for some reason.
This sounds like more fun up the tuchus.
But then you realize that they're both in their mid to late 40s and they're acting like 17-year-olds, and it's weird.
It's gross.
When I take it nice and slow.
Well, they're happy for now. They're happy for now.
You could have if you'd have just told me they were dating and then not played me that, I'd have been like, you know what? That's awesome. That is great. That's iconic.
Yes.
It's iconic.
Two children of the early 2000s. Wonderful. Dating each other. This is great. And then you show them and you're like, oh, this will be over in a couple of months.
Ugh.
That'll be it. Did she get fat or did she always have
Well, I was going to say, if
tits?
she got chunky, fat goes to your tits pretty quick.
Right.
Like one of the first places.
See, that's her back in the day. Those don't look like massive
She's
tits.
a teenager there.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Our tits don't fully develop until later.
Yeah,
I've got like peak tits right now.
You got those are peak tits.
I've got like peak
Yeah,
tits.
see, look at how small those are back in the day.
But you can see in her face she's younger.
See,
yeah,
like that.
she looks like she put on some weight though. Look how thick her thighs are there.
Yeah. So those
See, they're getting bigger though.
Right. I'm saying maybe not naturally getting bigger.
Fine.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm just thinking Ashanti maybe had those bad boys worked on at some point. That's all. Just an observation. I cannot confirm. Dead Jester says big fogging tits. I will say this, CJ saying not implants. The way they rest don't seem like implants.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be wrong.
I was going to say, I think she just gained some weight because she's older.
Aaron was a Nelly fan. Man, who are we watching, guys? This is terrible. I liked Nelly. Not only did I like Nelly, I liked the Nellyville album. I like CG2. I like what's some of them other songs on Nellyville we got? I liked Country Grammar 2. I'll still listen to that one from time to time. Nellyville tracks. I want to see what was on there. Nellyville had On the Grind. That song was okay. The Rock the Mic remix is fucking brilliant. I love Beanie Siegel and Freeway. Fantastic song. Oh, Nelly is decent. I hated Pimp Juice. Dilemma Can Suck My Dick. Nellyville was meh.
You didn't like Dilemma, huh?
No. Splurge was no. Say Now, no.
But Hot in Her.
Was that? Oh, that was on there? I mean, everybody liked that song when it came out. Air Force Ones I hated from day one because I hated those sneaker guys. I hated shoe guys. I always thought that was gay. Guys were like, yeah, I want to collect all my shoes. Like, chicks do that. Don't be gay.
I've known plenty of dudes who have a lot of shoes.
But you knew a lot of like drug dealers and potheads. That's a big pothead drug dealer thing, is to collect shoes. It is. I don't like when you look at me like that. I'm like, yeah, that's how people like that behave.
That's not all the guys I've known.
You had stereotypes. They weren't real people. That motherfucker was not real. Not really. They were just kind of a cut and paste. If they were a drug addict, if they were a pothead that collected shoes, that's not a real person. That's just a pod person. That's a copy paste of somebody else. I'm sorry. It's like a football player that does steroids.
Wow.
It's like, who are you? Dem Boys was okay. Work It, meh. Gank, meh. Boy, there were a few good songs on this album, but you had to sift through a lot of dog shit to get there. All right, how does Roots feel about it? Roots was not happy about my Nelly fandom. He says, I'm going to write a terrible Yelp review about this stupid show. All right. Fair enough.
Hobo doesn't like us right now either. He says I'm
getting violently mad.
He says he's mad. He says he doesn't like my voice. My voice is annoying.
You're going to get the worst Yelp review, says Hobo Chili.
He's not happy.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't.
Okay, look up Nelly Furtado.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it getting too hot in her?
Okay, now I hate this show too.
Yes, SH. I'm a Petey Pablo guy too. I love Petey Pablo.
I like Petey Pablo as well. Look up Nelly Furtado.
They're saying, Nelly Furtado looks very good nowadays.
I haven't seen her lately.
I never was really into Nelly Furtado.
I still like her music, though. I would still listen.
Yeah, Nelly Furtado looks pretty good these days.
Ew, really?
No, this doesn't look like Nelly. I didn't think that.
I'm not.
I didn't know she looks like Ava Green at the end of Kingdom of Heaven when she shaves all her hair off. That doesn't look like Nelly Furtado.
No, it doesn't.
Who was I thinking of? I swear
that looks like Demi Lovato.
I swear I just saw pictures of Nelly Furtado the other day and I was like, man, she looks great. Oh, that's her now? Okay.
I'm not interested.
She looks a lot different.
Yeah. What happened to Promiscuous Girl?
Returns with glowing EDM single, Eat Your Man. Should we find the music video for Eat Your Man?
Not on YouTube, we shouldn't.
Well, we won't play the song. Here. Eat Your Man music video. We'll see what Nelly Furtado looks like nowadays. This doesn't have her in it. Well then, fuck that noise. I'd rather listen to this.
miles of his cock. Jesus, fuck. If a dad comes round, then I'll smash his car with a rock. Big old balls, they drag me down. You find me dancing around sexy town. Look like district pedaling around, and then I get mucked and my pants turn brown. Bachelor pad, covered in spaff. Dorito crumbs all up in my bath. Flaking skin on my head. Sunburned flesh, let it shed.
Is it weird that I agree with that guy 100% on his positions on all these things? Sunburned skin, let it shed. Like, just, hey, that shit fall off.
Your shoulders are shedding right now.
My shoulders are shedding. Let it shed.
I don't agree with the Doritos in the bath.
And the whole thing being covered in jizz.
That I'm fine with.
Bachelor pad covered in spaff. You're all right with that. Dorito crumbs up in his bath. You don't like that?
No.
Okay.
It's shed. Wake up Sunday, wife just punched me, said she's hungry, gotta go cook. Wi-Fi's broken, so I gotta watch my porn in the form of comic books. Brother, look, wank myself with a single finger, Captain Hook. Can I go smoke my pipe with a random man in a dark and weary nook? Bought a transgender man 2 pints, can I get lucky and fist him tonight? You stick my cock with a pink hair tie, not too tight, no, I don't wanna die. Used to have a dog, his name was Francis, then he ran away, what a selfish bastard. Now I got a cat and his name is Patrick. PKJ got jealous and attacked it. When I say hi, I get shut down.
I get this song in my head
I get stressed out. When I got people around, I'm anxious. Nobody likes me, what the fuck now? When I say hi, I get shut down. When I'm outside, I get stressed out. When I got people around, I'm anxious. Nobody likes me, what the fuck now?
They're so cute.
It's a wonderful song, and both of them are solid rappers. They both got bars.
The third guy, great singer.
Does he ever sing?
I mean, dancer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, she looks, look.
That is a banger of a song.
Thomas Canavan says, love the suit guy as a prop. Yeah, he never sings.
Yes.
He never does anything.
I want to be like an extra like that guy in their videos. Just not saying anything.
Yeah, he just dances. He's just having a good time dancing with his friends. That's
He's
all.
so cute.
All right, guys, I'm going to give you a choice.
Uh-oh.
We've got a bunch more stories. Got a bunch of things we can do still. We got the racist fight at the riverboat thing in
Riverboat
Alabama.
Depot in Sartell?
No, there was a riverboat brawl that turned racial. It was kind of funny. Like, two guys started fighting, and then it just, as people like added on, it just became black and white. They all just racially paired off against each other. It was such a fun psychological experiment.
I mean, I'd watch.
We can do that one, or we have our second otaku clip of the day. He apparently hates this guy named Lufisto. We've got otaku with Lufisto is a lying, slandering bitch.
Has he ever met El Fisto?
Oh, he will do Koi Fisto with a lightsaber. We could either do Lufisto is a lying, slandering bitch, or we can do Riverboat Riverboat Race Brawl. You guys get to choose. Taste Fairy says Royce beat you to that one too. Son of a bitch.
Can't win.
Lufisto is a chick. Okay, we might want this one. Oh, CJ says racist tweets from Lindsay OK. I got to get that one too
the
for
hot
tomorrow.
chick that
Here.
he was upset at.
Lindsay OK tweets.
I maintain, by the way, that he's only upset with her because she won't sleep with him.
I think that's most of his rage. So what do you guys want? You want I almost called him PKJ. Do you want Wrestling Otaku versus Lufisto, another hating women thing, or Riverboat Race Brawl? Vote right now in the chat and we'll see. Kadi says Culta. We're going to do Culta tomorrow morning.
Kmart says Lufisto is a women's deathmatch wrestler.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, Danny Pooh says the fight. Mickey says Race Brawl.
Race Brawl.
Riverboat, Race Brawl, Riverboat
race.
Brawl, Otaku fight. Otaku was tweeting at Lindsay OK. Did you hear about the kid who threw the screws in the road, says Randy K. No, tell me all about it.
I heard the allegations that was me.
Roots Ghetto Maxer says, drop this guy's link in the chat. I will troll him as Aaron and get you some good drops. Thanks, Roots. Appreciate that. God. I'm going to get stalked by fucking Wrestling Otaku and I didn't even do anything.
I've made direct contact with him before. Did I tell you that?
Oh, I
wished him a happy birthday, and then him and I went on to talk about our shows for a minute and how he should come on ours. And he said he would, but he was taking a break.
Yeah, I would really like to have Wrestling Otaku on the show. All right, they want to see the race brawl. Let's check it out. This was a mega brawl that broke out in Alabama, sir.
Sounds like the porn I watch. Racial.
Montgomery, Alabama, riverboat brawl turns racial fast, black versus white. This is a fun, like, psychological experiment when violence breaks out, we have an easier time punching the person who doesn't look like us because we don't relate to them as much. Like this is a very animalistic, base level psychological study, if you will. Let's check this out, Montgomery, Alabama. I think one guy even swims to join in the fight. Oh God, they both fight like girls.
Kind of looks like Alex.
And then in comes fucking Masvidal over here with a flying knee.
The white dude kind of looks like Alex Stein.
Well, now it's
from here.
Yeah, now it's 3 white dudes. But now you can kind of see camped up here. These guys are like, oh shit, I kind of have to fight for my race now, don't I? There's 3 white guys beating up one black guy.
You've said this before. For your race.
Yes. There's a couple of black guys, and all they can hear in their head is, over there, over there. There's a war to be won over there. Oh, here this guy comes. Here he comes. Oh, now the whites are really outnumbering him. Now, here he comes. Wait a minute. My God. Here he comes. Here he is. Well, he kind of lost that head of steam. He kind of ran in there with a head of steam, then didn't hit anybody. He just kind of stopped and stared.
Probably get nervous when you get to it.
Oh, here comes another one. And now this guy's swimming. Look at this guy's swimming to come join the fight.
That boy swimming his ass over there.
That boy's swimming his ass over there.
I like her.
This guy's breaking down all the walls.
Yeah, he really is breaking
Oh.
stereotypes here. Can I hear that again?
And after the fight, he hugged all his kids and said, let's go home.
He bought
Crazy.
them like actually like Jimmy John's and not Slim Chickens.
Now, wait a minute. The guy's getting tired. He's like, I'm really regretting this whole swimming thing.
Get up there, young buck.
Get up there, young blood.
Get up there, young buck.
What's this wiry fuck gonna do?
Shit, they tore
Don't
his
run,
ass up.
don't run.
They tore his ass up.
Uh-oh.
Toe his ass up. I feel like the white guys kind of got a lot of cheap shots in on the black dude and then ran away.
Well, the black dude was chunky.
I don't know. Oh, the fighting continued. Okay. Soon, though, other black people jumped into the mix to come to this gentleman's aid, including somebody who threw themselves into the water across the way to swim over. All right, so it continued on.
These white folks jumped on these black men that work security. We trying to get on the sipping cycle, the Marriott trying to come through. And the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock so the folks could get off. And everybody on the sipping cycle, we just waiting. Why these folks just swung on and jumped on this black man, baby?
Can we just get Morgan Freeman to narrate everything black?
This is not Rumble Friday. You should have saved this one.
Jesus.
Oh, you sound racist. Good. Yes. Yes, I am.
Owen. Yeah, hold on a second. Now, April, why do you always go to that body part and obsess over it?
The dick?
Yes.
The crew member that jumped out the Marriott, baby. They whooping ass, baby. Now come up out that boat, baby.
Oh, they're getting on the
steamboat.
The riverboat there.
Little
I think
riverboat action.
you get to play blackjack on those. What? Why are we shedding the tarps? Why are we
We
taking
can go
the
on
shirts off?
riverboat gambling trips.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Here we go. The race war has begun.
I like that there's people cheering them on.
I love that the girl abandons them.
I would.
Oh, shit. Now that guy comes in. Why would you jump into that crowd of men and do a suicide dive? Watch this. That guy just comes in, spears the dude.
Oh!
And thought that was going to end well.
He just took a bunch of rib shots from Big Boy.
Yeah.
Owie.
That what you get.
Owie.
That what you get. Oh.
Is that the woman?
Ted ass.
Or is that just a really scrawny wiener guy?
It's a wiener guy.
Oh, now that girl comes in. Yep, sorry, you're fucked up, sister. Don't come in taking cheap shots like that.
Wow, a blonde
Oh,
chick
wow.
got in here?
Oh, shit.
Now this looks like real porn. This is about to be on blacked.com.
oh, that guy just got blacked. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. That's not the 3-on-1 he was looking for. I like this woman's play-by-play.
Yeah. Get in their ass. Oh, look at the bras. The bras up in their ass.
The broads up in their ass.
Blacked.com.
Yes.
Riverboat railings. I'd watch.
Oh, no wonder the captain jumped ship, says Thomas. They did forget to yell World Star. Actually, they forgot to yell both.
Worldwide.
Loaded Wrench says they're doing the same thing the whites did at first. Right. It just happened that way. One guy attacked another, and it just broke down into black versus white.
Well, I like how people that are up on the railings and stuff filming, like, oh yeah, get them.
Yeah.
It's like
everybody else is going to egg them on.
They start complaining, but then they egg them on.
Everybody can egg them on from like up top, 2-3 rows up, but not while they're down in there.
Shit.
Which side won, says P. Fletcher. Well, I think the white people definitely won the early rounds.
Yeah, but the second one, that guy took a beating.
Yeah, I think the black people won the late rounds, so it's hard to tell.
I bet that guy's got some broken ribs from that guy hitting him.
Yeah,
he was wailing on his rib cage.
I don't know if we can for sure declare a winner on either one of those.
The race war continues.
Yeah, the war has been postponed to another day as we could not come to a decisive victory. So who won in that race war? And the Jews are going, we did.
Get it? Because they set it up.
See. A Connecticut man reportedly scammed Home Depot out of $300,000 by picking up products in stores. It's kind of brilliant. And then returning them at customer service without even buying them.
Hasn't anyone, look, I would never do that, but I've wondered to myself, do people do that?
Well, that guy did. He made $300,000 doing it.
See, what you got to do is just not do $300,000 worth. You just got to do small amounts, right?
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying.
I mean, $300,000, you're getting a little greedy.
You're getting greedy. You're gonna get caught.
That's gonna come back to get you.
Small amounts here and there, and you got to do it at different stores.
Yeah, you got to stop at some point.
Spread it out.
Have to. Let's do the wrestling otaku thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling otaku made another video. I guess he's mad at another woman. I think otaku's found his bread and butter.
Yeah, but this also, our whole saying if you've met an asshole, or no, wait. If somebody's being an asshole, you've met an asshole, but if everybody's an asshole, you're the asshole. I feel like he's the asshole here. He hates all women.
Look, he does certainly seem to not be a big fan of the gals.
I can understand.
That's
it's just
true.
that you're so out about it.
So this morning we had him talking about this sports blogger, Lindsay OK. I did find the story about her tweets, by the way, where she said some pretty fucked up shit.
Okay.
A note to all Baltimore Ravens posts can be found on USA Today's Ravens Wire team blog. Her archive there only has one post since April's draft, while several others have posted multiple times since then.
I had a draft.
But she did write a lot of pieces for that site around the draft and during the 2017 season. So this is about when she used to write stuff for the Ravens. She wound up in the center of a controversy this week, thanks to some old tweets which contained the N-word and mockery of Asian people and more. You never want to hear the "and more" part.
But if she also mocks white people, does that wash away her sins of the other ones?
No, you still got to answer for those.
Damn it.
She says the tweets are from 10 years ago when she was stupid and young and everything else. I get it. I agree with the people who say, look, it was 10 years ago. I think there should be a statute of limitations.
Or limitations.
Z Senior says, show the chair clip. Send me a link to the chair clip. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, the Lindsay OK lady had some tweets from 10 years ago. And I don't think you should be
beholden
to the tweets from 10 years ago.
I agree.
But
we're all young, dumb, and broke at some point.
It is always interesting to read them. I will say that.
Yeah, but stop firing people for when they were kids.
So let's see what Lindsay OK had to say back in 2007. Wow. Holy shit. They didn't even put this one in full view.
They didn't want to.
Asians can't drive. If you boop, sorry, not because you're boop, but because you can't drive. Okay. NFL actually stands for it's for life. Okay.
I liked it. That's very funny.
That's but it does it stand for
That's
that?
like that's one of those things, in my opinion, that's like so over the top. Like obviously she's kidding, right?
Another tweet she had was, "Help me! There's Asians everywhere." I've never felt that way in my life. That's the last thing
No,
you
you know
should
what?
say.
I think not enough Asians.
Yeah. Whenever there's Asians everywhere, I go, you know what? I think I'm going to be okay here.
They're like upstanding citizens,
Yeah.
right?
Hell, Aaron, there's Asians everywhere. Well, at least I know we'll be safe. I just feel that way. So then she tweeted also in 2010, "We have a gay flight attendant in first class who told us he only likes his vodka on the rocks and he might shake us around a bit." Great. That's not offensive.
That's very boring.
Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't.
You know what? Good story, Lindsay.
Yeah, this Lindsay okay is just kind of a basic
She's
bitch.
just kind of meh. Okay.
Yeah.
More like Lindsay meh.
Oh, here's some more.
Oh.
So many F's. I mean, flags on Pittsburgh. She's the gay F word there. I'm crying. Why aren't you crying, gay F word, in slow motion? Okay. It's,
Why?
seems like she was just being kind of a try-hard kid.
I do understand how she can say, like, these are clearly out of context. Yes, I feel like I need context for all of those, but it's still.
Yeah, I don't think that was I don't think that was that bad, to be honest with you.
No.
I think we have a thank you to throw out. Give me 1 second here. I think we got to throw old Thomas a thank you, unless we already did. I got to hit the refresh button here. No, thank you very much to Thomas with $10 over on PayPal. Says, "Are we not entertained?" Oh, I hope you're entertained. You guys have almost crushed 2 goals in one night.
I think you said that wrong.
What?
Isn't there a certain way to say the quote he just quoted?
Are you not entertained?
Thank you.
Is this not why you're here?
There you go.
They're making a
For
Gladiator
Thomas.
2. I don't really understand why they would need to do that. So anyway, 110 away from tomorrow morning's goal. So thank you guys very much for getting us. We were at 290 away from tomorrow at the start of tonight's show, and we were 200 away from tonight's
I
goal.
think it'd be very mean if the audience tomorrow morning makes you guys sweat for 110.
Well, if we're at 110, I'm not going to mention it till it's time to rattle the can.
Right. Guys,
I'm just going to
knock
have it
out.
up there.
If you knock it out right now, they can just do a show all day.
Oh shit! And then I just closed the YouTube thing. Sorry about that, boys and girls.
Thanks, guys.
Why don't? And by the way, about 350 people watching at a time throughout the night tonight. Thank you guys very much. Whether you're on Rumble or YouTube, we really do appreciate it. Just make sure you're hitting like on your way out, and make sure you're subscribing or following on whatever platform that you're watching.
I like how when you pull up your YouTube homepage and it suggests things for you, it's always either boxing, O&A, or Hitler.
That would pretty
that's your top 3.
That pretty much runs the gambit on what I listen to on YouTube. Let's go to my algorithm and let's show the audience here.
Oh, there's Napoleon now.
Here we go. So we got us, we got The Sopranos, Napoleon's Missing Hand, Maven, How Much Did I Make as a WWE Wrestler, Erica, the Germany song, Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua.
Where did Hitler go? You just had Hitler.
Brendan Schaub gets destroyed by Joe Rogan over politics. That's an interesting one. What happened to this guy?
I did hear.
I don't see any of TFATK's shit anymore. Have his views gone down or something? Did he get in trouble with the algorithm or what?
I did
Because I don't
hear
see his stuff.
that Joe Rogan shit all over Brendan.
Like to his face.
I don't know if it was to his face or not, maybe.
USSR, summary on a map. NFL, you cost us the game moments.
Oh.
There's a Nazi guy.
Yeah, right.
Andre the Giant.
Norman Payne.
There's Norman Payne. There's a chicken or a turkey getting shot in the ass with a 12 gauge. Oh, there's Hitler. 10 unpleasant alien civilization scenarios.
Hitler speech.
Some Louis C.K. Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of good shit on my, what do you call it? My...
your feed.
My feed, yes. Let's see what Joe said to Brendan. I'm interested in this. Oh, no, all of his stuff is still doing really well. 30,000, 19,000, 20,000, 59.
Maybe you're just not paying attention.
I guess I'm just not seeing him anymore. Not seeing him.
I like that he has nice short clips.
Yeah. Let's check this
So
out.
this past weekend, Brendan Schaub was on the Fight Companion with Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo. And Schaub attempted to show his intellect, talking some conspiracy theories. However, unfortunately for Baba, both Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo bulldoze right over Brendan's conspiracy talk.
Okay, I'm going to defend Brendan Schaub again because I will say this. The bloom is kind of off the rose for making fun of Brendan. Like, it's old now. It's okay, guys, we got it. We've said there's nothing new you can say about Brendan.
You literally attacked everything right down to his family, and his family's still together and reproducing.
Yeah,
more.
like
So,
Brendan's going to be fine.
He's fine.
But I will say that, so I'll defend Brendan on this. You're shitting on him because he got shit on for trying to talk conspiracies with Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo, two of the biggest conspiracy nuts out there. It's like trying to talk Van Halen with Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth. You're like, you know what? I'm going to try and hang in there as best I can.
Yeah.
You know, let's see what happens.
And of course, it hurts poor Brenda's feelings. But we're here for it. This video clip was posted by Reddit user Wise with Pennies over at...
Oh, by the way, they kind of shit on this TFATK guy. Like, he's taking stuff from... And they still call themselves homeless cats. Like, if you're part of a Reddit community, reconsider. It's really cringe and douchey. You should do better. But like they go, he steals from the homeless cats at the TFATK subreddit. So now they basically pressured him into saying, oh, this was posted on this subreddit by this guy.
Oh,
it's not that guy's fucking clip. It's not like that guy owns the show it was on. And I don't know. I think that's kind of stupid. You listen to Reddit people too much, it's going to limit your growth. I know that from experience. Like I had to get away from all those types of people. And then we started doing the Rumble thing. The show started growing again. You got to get
following us though. Apparently, I feel like I hadn't seen them for a while until tonight, and it is still impressive that you're still out there saying the same shit.
You still love us, apparently.
Yeah, you're still here.
Oh, by the way, sorry, we're still here. I know that wasn't the plan for you. Whoopsies.
At the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. Bobby Lee, roll the goddamn footage. Do it.
No, what do you want to go on the chemtrails? You want to do some chemtrails?
What? Why do you think? Like with the Hunter Biden files, like all the tape stuff, and they suppressed all that, right? And then you get the submarine, right? They leaked the submarine, and they knew they died, but leaked it 5 days out.
Okay, I will admit he's starting to sound retarded.
I think his voice alone.
Yeah, and we're going with, what about the Hunter Biden and then the submarine? You know what he's doing? He's doing that thing where he's in there with two conspiracy guys, and he's trying too hard to show that he knows some shit.
He's blowing his whole wad first. Like, he's got everything, and he's just... Ugh.
It's like if you're not a big football fan, but you're in the room with two strangers who are football fans and you want to fit in. Like, he's trying to fit in with these two guys. And it's like you go, oh, yeah, so what do you guys think? Like, was Tom Brady, was he, like, you think he's better than, like, Peyton Manning and all that? Or, you know, Emmitt Smith, you think that record or whole, like, you're just throwing so much shit at him. It's like, dude, all right, you read a Football for Dummies book. You don't have to work this hard to impress us.
Suppress the Hunter Biden.
Did anybody like the submarine thing was
You take it from here, John.
Okay, submarine.
Yeah.
What about the submarine?
Did he just ask the question and then take off his headphones and go, there you go, you take it from there?
Yeah, I think he did.
Did you not want an answer to your question?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't really give a fuck about that submarine.
See, they're reaching for Brendan stuff now.
Conspiracies, Eddie.
That's
Let's
what
go.
I'm saying.
I like Eddie.
You know what?
Fuck the submarine. Bag, son.
Fuck the submarine.
You're not in
the Hunter Biden stuff, though? What's
No,
up
the
with
Hunter
that?
Biden stuff is
What about the
interesting.
UFOs?
UFOs, it's prod.
Yeah, you know what? This kind of is proving my point that the Brendan thing is over.
Yeah.
This is not that bad.
No, he brought something up and some guy... You've done that on the show.
Yeah.
Like, if I bring something up and you're like, yeah, nobody cares about that.
That's not
Okay,
shit.
I
They didn't
mean,
really shit on him.
I wasn't shit on. It's just he's not interested.
Right. This is... Right, because that's not my job as host. My job as host is to determine what's interesting for the audience and do that. As a second mic, if you go, no, I don't want to talk about that, then that's a dick thing. That's a shithead move. But if you're the host, it's like that's kind of your job is to determine what you think might be interesting for your audience.
Hey, Aaron, I'm not really interested in hearing your opinion on that.
Yeah, see, that's a fireable offense right there. So yeah, the whole anti-Brendan Schaub universe kind of collapsed in on itself because you're like, guys, make a new point. We get it. He's stupid. He's dumb. He's not a smart guy. But then they post clips like this, like, oh, he got destroyed by Rogan. And I'm like, he's not really getting destroyed. He's just trying to talk to his buddies about conspiracies.
I'm more interested as to why he has that sort of water bottle on the thing back there.
That looks like an
Like
enema.
he's into the. Oh, it is an enema.
That looks like he's shooting that up in his asshole.
But it also looks like that Jim, the corner man thing. And it looks like a bottle of VMP from my one job.
If I may.
Flammable.
That's too small to be like a training water bottle thing. Those are
You
usually
think that's
bigger.
an enema.
I think he's shoving that up his butthole.
Now that's the story here.
Yeah,
right?
what's with the enema? So you guys work too hard on hating Brendan Schaub. You missed the real question. What the fuck is Joe Rogan doing with this enema? In his studio. Can't you shove things up your butthole somewhere else?
You're going to need a toilet within 30 seconds of that enema.
So you're going to shit your pants.
It forces its way out.
You know, the other thing the anti-Brendan Schaub people like to do is every time he's on Rogan, they'll count down like, oh, he hasn't been on Rogan in this long. I don't think Joe likes him. And then he'll be on Rogan again. And then, they'll restart the clock. I don't know.
So it's almost like pretending it just didn't happen.
It's a law of diminishing returns where like they started off doing something and now they don't know how to back out of it. But now the further they drag it, like the worse it makes them look.
I feel like that's what happened to us too. I feel like that's just the job of internet trolls. Like people will say the nastiest untrue things about us, but they've already said it, so then they can't back down from it.
But the problem is, and like I always end up educating our trolls at least, is that you got to learn when to just declare your victory and dismount. Otherwise, you kind of just look obsessed and weird and
now
sad.
You look crazy.
Yeah, which is where you guys are at now. And I tried to teach you that, but you just yelled cope all the time and didn't listen. And now look where you're at. You're out of material.
Have you looked up the laptop
What's
shit?
scary is no one is facing any repercussions.
Zero.
Now here are the Reddit comments posted by various users.
The Reddit comments. That was it? That was the clip?
I really, really have no issue with TFA.
I like him. I like TFATK.
I did not like this clip. It does feel like a reach.
Yeah, that was really a reach. Like a bad reach. Oof. Yeah, I just think that whole world is done now, and you're just kind of retreading over old ground. You've done whatever damage you're going to do to Brendan Schaub's career. He's done whatever damage he's going to do. His show will always have a certain audience level that will keep him employed until
he's still getting on Rogan.
Yeah, until he's not on there anymore. Ron B says, just smash the like button. Well, thank you. Smashing the like button is well appreciated.
Thank you.
On this show. $2 from Tim B says, did you see Anthony Cumia's tweet about to check on the plane her first interview?
I think he meant the chick on the plane.
Oh, Anthony's going to be what?
I don't know.
Anthony's going to be interviewing the plane chick for his first interview. That's a get.
It'd be fun.
That would be good to watch. Let's see. You're Italian, bro. I'm in America. 60 years. I don't see any tweet. But then again, Anthony tweets a lot.
A ton.
I don't see it. You know, I got to say this nice thing about the boss man over at Compound, Anthony Cumia, is that like once a week he'll retweet our evening shows. Never the morning shows. I don't think he's awake. But
doesn't have to be, right?
Once a week he'll retweet our evening shows, and that's really super nice of him.
Stand-up fellow.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't see anything about Anthony tweeting about the chick on the plane.
If you could...
here we go. I am offering $1 million to Tiffany Gomez for her first interview on compoundmedia.com. Good for Anthony, still having that amount of scratch to just throw around flippantly.
She's also hot, so I'm sure that'd be a nice get for him.
Take a look.
Just be close,
P. Fletch says, Aaron, you got to know when you win and dismount, April said, and that's why people make jokes about our bedroom fun. Oh, know when you've won and dismount. Jokes about, I see where you went with that one, P. Fletch. You son of a biscuit, you. He did. He offered her $1 million for an interview.
That's kind of fun, huh?
Okay. She'll say no.
I think she'll take one look at like any video from there and be like, I'm an executive.
She's an executive. I also don't think that her company, like whoever she works for, what was it called? Ethnic Marketing? Elevate Marketing. I don't think they want her, parading around the internet talking about that motherfucker isn't real thing.
Yeah, but then again, I feel like we can't say that and be the two people that sit and say you should be able to have a life outside of work.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think her job wants her doing that. Like the place she works for
Right.
doesn't want her going on the internet talking about the this motherfucker isn't real shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I just feel like she should still have that ability, seeing as it's not work related.
Look, they'll say you can have that ability. You just can't work here and have that ability. They'll just, I mean, you know how the corporate world works.
I
know?
sure do. I'm waiting to be fired by you.
If you think this is corporate.
This is a corporation?
Nobody. This isn't the corporate world. If you think
What?
you would be able to say half the shit you said in the quote unquote corporate world.
I am
when you
harmless.
mute those mics and ask those questions about those black women's noses, that would get you fired from any corporate job in the world. You're a lucky little devil.
Hold on for 1 second.
What? Right, but you just said it now with the mics muted.
No, I didn't.
But
it
you
never
said
happened. It's
Yeah.
non-existent.
Oh, you sound racist. Good. Yes. Yes, I am.
By the way, thank you, Victor, for getting us that one. Thank you for getting me the Steve Jobs drops.
I already fired you!
I like that.
And
Why are you still here?
Ooh.
Both
I
of
can see the
those.
spittle flying.
both of those are really
What was that racist one?
that was Owen.
Oh, you sound racist. Good.
I remember
Yes. Yes, I am.
Good. Yes. Yes, I am.
He sounded proud.
He sounded very happy about it. My favorite Jobs one is when Ashton Kutcher, because you can just sense the intensity in him and the psychoticness where he goes,
If you...
no, he goes, yeah, no, it starts with that. But my favorite part is where he goes, get your shit, get out. Like he's not even yelling
See,
yet.
I start feeling tense when he's like, if you don't share this, was it company?
If you don't share our enthusiasm for this project,
Yep.
then you can leave. But I leave. Get your shit and get out. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Kutcher
And
plays a good Jobs. I like
it
that.
is not that, and he looks just like him.
Uncanny.
And the problem is, like, everybody thinks that the Michael Fassbender one is better than the Ashton Kutcher one. Bullshit. That Michael Fassbender one is boring. It all takes place at all of his different presentations.
It's a snooze fest.
I hate that one.
I
I like the Kutcher one.
I like the Kutcher one too. It really makes him look like the bad guy he was.
And then I like Josh Gad as Woz over Seth Rogen as Woz.
Yeah.
I thought Josh Gad
I
was...
would agree to that.
That dude. You know what? We were talking about movies that have made us cry before. When Josh Gad as Wozniak gives him that speech in the office
Then
when
he
he's
leaves.
leaving.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did he say? He said like,
just pull it up.
Yeah, we'll leave you with this tonight.
And we're going to make you all cry on the way out.
Wozniak says goodbye to Jobs. We want the fucking movie clip. Here, Jobs movie Woz. A lot of things wrong with Jobs movie. Can a motherfucker just... Here's the fucking firing clip.
That one's always worth watching.
But we don't have the Wozniak.
Put says goodbye after that.
Here.
Oh, damn it.
Jobs was goodbye. Steve's goodbye. Wow. Our Mad Men clip we couldn't find today either. Oh, all right.
Wozniak goodbye speech.
Wozniak goodbye scene. Woz is leaving Apple.
I'm a little bit busy.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
this is it.
Do you mind if we talk later?
Yeah. This'll only take a minute.
Josh Gad's an underrated actor, by the way.
He's hot, isn't he?
I'm leaving, Steve.
Really fuckable.
Okay.
No, Steve. I'm leaving Apple. For good. Actually, I already did. I thought I should come back and tell you first.
Why?
We both knew this was coming for some time. I don't even remember the last time we talked.
What do you want from me then?
Steve Jobs is just a piece of shit.
Not everyone has an agenda, Steve.
Right.
You know, I can still remember when we were just kids.
We're just watching a movie now.
Back in your
to end the
dad's
show.
garage. just wanted to create cool toys for people like us. You remember that? Yeah. No, it's not about people anymore for you. No, it's about the product. Worst of all, it's about yourself.
Oh,
you're the beginning and end of your own world, Steve. And it's so small. So sad. And it's gotta be lonely.
Stop it, you're giving him cancer.
And I know you're gonna say that the product and the person need to be connected and all that, but it'll never be what you think it will.
Right. It's mostly going to be the CIA just watching you.
He literally abandoned his child and named his product after the child instead. That's pretty insane.
He's a fucked up dude.
It just won't. No, not for a long time at least.
You'll be dead. Long dead.
I don't know what you think is going on, Steve, but I do. And it doesn't end well for you.
Ouch.
And it didn't.
And I'm not sticking around to watch. It's been a journey.
This should hurt him, right?
It does. It hurts him a little bit.
And for the record, I love what we did.
Actually, you know what? A lot
I
gayer
was.
than I remembered.
It's very gay. Play the firing scene to end it, to ungay this.
We'll go with the firing scene.
Ungay this moment in time.
All right, where he fires him over fonts.
I already fired you.
Here we go. Fires Francis due to
gotta
lack of
just
fonts.
start over. It has to be.
There you go.
And I would rather.
That's actually something that I wanted to talk to you about, Steve.
I've been asking for the fonts for months.
But everything we're talking about is conceptual, and I'm sorry, but typeface, it isn't exactly a pressing issue.
I love, and I can't wait for everybody's face when he says this.
We're talking about font.
It's
by
like
the
they're
way.
watching a man dead in front of them, and he has no idea.
Right, somebody just threw him in shark waters.
Watch this.
Everything is a pressing issue. If we want to make the vision for Lisa a reality,
Name of his abandoned
we
daughter.
gotta put in the hours and make something great.
Yeah, but we have a hard date on this software, and I'm sorry, but adding pretty fonts is not going to change that.
So he's belittling his values too.
Oh, shit.
Ouchie.
Bill?
He's like, don't you fucking look at me, you piece of shit.
Nope.
Don't drag me down with you.
If you don't share our enthusiasm and care for the vision of this company.
No. It's just, I'm not understanding.
Get out.
What?
Get your shit and get out. You're done.
What are you gonna fire me?
No! I already fired you! Why are you still here?
Fuck.
Steve, he was our best programmer in the division.
He's the best programmer that doesn't care about our vision.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Doesn't it just kind of feel like being yelled at by your dad as a little kid?
Like your alcoholic dad.
Right, your hitty dad.
We went a little over tonight. That's okay. That was kind of just for me and April, actually. So
We're just jerking off.
thank you guys. We appreciate it. We will talk to you very soon. What is it? Cam already says what Anthony says to you. If you don't share, it's when I don't say the N-word. Whenever I talk to him and I don't say the N-word.
He's going to actually Samuel L. Jackson you one day and say, say it.
Say it. And then I'll just say, I just said it 3 seconds ago. I'll say it again. That's fine.
I just need to hear you say it.
All right, guys. We will talk to you soon. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I think 1:10 away from knocking it out. Yeah, 1:10 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Thank you so much for the support.
Y'all are rock stars.
We appreciate it. And we will talk to you soon. Have a